Oh shit, bruh. A little double live.
Okay, okay. What's up, brother? How we feeling?
Oh shit. Got the new podcast overlay, bro. We just fucking oh man. We're doing things. We're here on Wednesday instead of Saturday.
Doing things here.
What up, Berksy? So for anybody that is here, we will be live every Wednesday at 8. We were live at 8:30 tonight because I had some stuff I was doing this morning with work. Um, I'm back now. So we're gonna be live every Wednesday at 8 and also every Saturday at 9:30. Same time, Saturdays. This Saturday we will not be live. Saturday we will be live Sunday. So we'll be doing a Wednesday episode and a Sunday episode this week, just for the fact that Bobby has some stuff he has to do Saturday morning. I have some stuff I gotta get into. So we're gonna do Sunday instead.
Make
So
sure we get
Sunday's
a
gonna
tweet out on that,
right,
just
right,
for
right, right.
clarity,
We're
just so
gonna
everybody can.
Yeah, we're gonna clear it all up. Just to make sure everybody knows what's up and what's going where. So we're gonna be live on Kick and Twitch going forward. Both
Correct.
platforms. We're gonna be including YouTube here soon. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do. We're trying to test out the restream, see how we like it, see what's going on with it. Seems to be working fine. Everything seems to be good. Um, but yeah, I mean, we're here. It's Wednesday. You know, we're locked. Bobby, how you feeling, gangster? How things your way?
I'm feeling good, feeling pretty good. To be honest, I'm ready to talk, so I'm about ready to get into it. I'm always
Yeah,
ready to talk my nonsense. So
nah, that's love to hear that. Love to hear, man, that we're ready to get rolling with the rolling. But again, we did miss this past Saturday. Um, we had some stuff pop up out of our control. Um, Weather was shitty. Everything was just shitty this past weekend. This past weekend was, I live in North Carolina, so I was heavily affected by the hurricane this past weekend.
I was just
So
gonna
we just
say
kind of,
prayers up to everyone affected.
yeah,
Just
word.
hoping the
The
best for
western
everyone.
part of the state, yeah, the western part of the state, 100%. Prayers and thoughts up to everybody affected. Boone, West Jefferson, all those spots in North Carolina. So we decided to take this past weekend off, just to kind of regroup, refocus, kind of get locked back in with everything. Kind of a busy weekend, but it was a busy weekend in sports. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about a lot of different things going on. Um, so how we're gonna do Wednesday episodes, moving forward. So Wednesday episodes, we're gonna talk about the Thursday night game. Obviously, we're not gonna pick Sunday games till Saturday. So we're gonna pick We're gonna pick our Thursday winner. We'll talk about the Thursday night game. Kind of try to get that stuff talked about. We're gonna go ahead and tonight, at least, we're gonna pick Saturday games since we're doing the podcast on Sunday. We're doing the second pod on Sunday, so we're gonna go ahead and pick the Saturday games, and then Sunday we'll recap how we did on Saturday. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a mix of things. It's gonna be a mix of events.
Right, right.
We're piecing it together as we go. Me and Bobby have been talking nonstop, trying to piece it together. We weren't gonna do it tonight, then we ended up doing it tonight. Um, so we're all kind of we're here. We're here. We're getting it rolling. Um, Bobby, you ready to get rolling?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it.
Think we
All
get
right. So
into it.
there's two things that we're gonna talk about. And it was two deaths in sports this past week. Coincidentally, the same fucking day, which was insane. I
Right.
got the notifications the same day. So first, NBA legend Dikembe Mutombo has passed away at age 58 due to brain cancer. He's had that struggle for a little bit. He's been going through that battle for a while. Unfortunately, lost his battle with brain cancer. So rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. Thoughts and prayers out to his family. Obviously,
Absolutely.
in this entire time of loss. And then we also the all-time hits leader, Pete Rose, and three-time World Series champion, has died at 83. Again, thoughts and prayers to the Rose family. Yeah, it blows losing anybody in life, but
Exactly.
especially when you see growing up, Pete Rose was somebody that I looked at like, damn, like all-time hits leader, like should have been in the Hall of Fame, but that's a conversation for another time. I want Bobby to do more research on Pete Rose.
That I need to do. That I do need to
Unfortunately,
do.
he's just not familiar with Pete Rose, and that's okay. We came into this pod knowing that, though. Baseball was not the strong suit for Bobby.
And one thing I don't want to do is talk on a topic that I'm not exactly.
Yeah, no, we're not going to cheat the game.
That's one thing I won't do for you to you guys. So,
yo, big ski bop, what up? I ain't gonna lie, my connection's chopped. Well, we gotta fix the McDonald's Wi-Fi, sir.
We gotta fix the Burger King Wi-Fi. Ski, what's up, brother?
We gotta fix the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Nah, but like, so rest in peace to two legends, man. Dikembe, obviously, defensive legend in the game of basketball.
No.
Pete Rose, one of the most infamous baseball players ever. Obviously, the all-time hits leader, banned from baseball for gambling on himself. He was gambling to
that
win.
alone makes me want. That alone makes me want to study the man. Not only learn, but like study the man.
Bro said, "I'm better than you." Like that.
Because that's
listen, and that's the thing that gives me, bro. Pete Rose to be in the Hall of Fame. But again, rest in peace to two legends. Again, all seriousness. I know we laugh and joke, but all seriousness, prayers out to both families, and everybody involved.
Sure.
But we're gonna get into some other action here. What's going on, Chinny? Hello, Chinny, bro. Good day.
Chinny boy.
So Bob, you're from Buff. So this is a New York spot. So the Knicks have acquired Karl-Anthony Towns from Minnesota for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick via Detroit. So that first-round pick is lottery protected, so it's top 15 protected. So
Correct.
No matter what, the Knicks are getting, or the Minnesota is getting a top 15 pick, essentially guaranteed, unless Detroit fucking just explodes, which they're not going to do. So,
unfortunately,
let me two things. First, two things, right? This doesn't do shit for the Knicks. I just want to let that read out. Because Karl-Anthony Towns is a fucking bum. I take Karl-Anthony Towns stinks. You let Naz Reid come in last year in the most important game of your season. 6 minutes left, and you're not playing.
Can we give props to Naz Reid? Like, while we're on that topic, the man
Naz Reid's a hooper.
Is a natural baller, indeed.
Natural born hooper. He's from New York. Jelly fan.
Yep. That man is a hooper.
So one, this doesn't do anything for me. This doesn't do anything for the Knicks for me. It solidifies their center spot, which they did struggle with when they lost Isaiah Hartenstein to OKC, which that did hurt. But I don't think getting rid of Dante DiVincenzo is the worst part of this trade. By far. Julius Randle wasn't a fit with this team. With the Villanova Knicks, he wasn't a fit.
Correct.
He can't shoot. He's ball dominant. That's why I don't think the trade makes sense for either side, because Julius Randle's going to go to Minnesota and do what? Have the ball in his hands. That's Anthony Edwards' team. Let's not misunderstand here. That's Anthony Edwards' squad. So I wonder, what do we do here? What's the end game here? Because my thing is the Knicks got better, but the Timberwolves got worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dante DiVincenzo, I think, is going to end up getting bought out by Minnesota. I don't think
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I don't think the T-Wolves hold on to him.
I agree.
So I think he gets bought out, and I think he ends up signing with a contender somewhere. I don't think at that $12 million clip that he's making right now.
But
I think he does sign somewhere. But what do you think this does for the Knicks? And what do you think it does for the Eastern Conference?
So I was waiting for you to finish, and I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not sure. I think it can honestly be a win-win for both sides, or it's a loss-loss. My reasoning behind that, I'll start with the Knicks because you asked about the Knicks first. What the Knicks were missing was obviously that big man presence. Mitch is supposed to be that guy, but Mitch can't stay healthy. Mitch is a defensive anchor, so when he's on the floor,
he'll run the second unit.
You get defense out of it.
100%.
The reason I think it could be a win for the Knicks is because with that roster, they kind of have like a defensively dominant team. Brunson is the one scoring the ball. The number 2 scorer could have been, who knows, Macau, maybe OG, Josh, like who knows, in how much offensive production are you going to get from that second scorer consistently. That's why I despise Cat on the defensive side of the floor more than anything. He's probably the worst defending big man there is. So now,
let me ask you this real quick on the Knicks, right? This question is popped in my mind. What the fuck do you do with OG Anunoby? And so now, not only you have, so your starting 5, assumedly, is going to be JB, I'm assuming Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Cat,
and there is no 5. And that's where
5 is Cat,
and
that's Cat. So who's your 4-3? Like,
and that's where moving DiVincenzo in that trade hurt them.
It's weird to me.
Because now you need Josh Hart, Knicks all the way. Now you need Josh Hart to come in and step in to that starting 5.
That's the 2. So it's JB, Josh Hart, OG.
I think Josh Hart plays either 3. He played a little bit of 4 last year. Either way, him and OG are the 3 and the 4. But that now demolishes your second unit.
So they're playing. So they're going small. They're going small with their biggest player being Cat.
Yes.
So what happens is they're going JB. They're going JB, Josh Hart, Mikal, OG, Cat. That's a fucking crazy starting 5-1. We're gonna turn Cat into a monster, brother. You can't turn Cat into something he's not.
Exactly.
What he is.
You either have the dog in you or you don't. You have it in you or you don't.
You ever see that picture? You ever see that picture of him trying to back down DeMarcus Cousins and bro look lost? That's him.
DeMarcus Cousins talked about that in a pod. He talked about that exact. Jeff Teague is the reason that happened.
Wait, hold on. I had to address something real quick. Fuck this trade. Fuck any of it. I had to address something real quick. We're going to address a TikTok comment that we got. We're going to address this shit real quick. Yo, hold on. So time out. We're going to start something. We're going to start this now. If we can, every week, we're going to address a comment we get that we didn't like.
I like that.
And I didn't like this one because it makes me think of something else. Yeah, I'm not going to call your name out, Mr. Man, on TikTok.
But you know who you are.
You know who you are. You know who you are. When you come back and you watch this, you're going to... Fucking Travis Hunter, it cannot. All right, so the question was on our TikTok video. The question was this. And again, I will ask the question for anybody watching, anybody listening, anybody here right now. Do you think it would be harder for an NBA player to go play in the NFL or an NFL player to go play in the NBA? I'm going to tell you right now, neither one can do either one.
Agreed.
Right? So Deshaun Jackson on a podcast, I'm going to lead myself into this way. Deshaun Jackson's stupid ass on a pod, and I'm calling him dumb because this was the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Bro said, if Jeff Teague could lock him up 5 times out of 5 times on a football field, he would say he could be a DB. He said he couldn't do it. He said he's going yard 5 for 5 on him. He said he could get 3 out of 5 buckets on Jeff Teague on the basketball court. And then he turned around and said, if Jeff Teague's getting buckets and stopping people on a basketball court, he can too.
In quotes, what those were his exact words.
Lou Will came out and said,
"Shouts out to Lou Will,
different.
The realist."
I love Lou Will. He said something. He said, "It's different seeing a shark up close than seeing it on Discovery Channel."
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's different when you're really in that water.
Right. So this guy on TikTok, Bobby went back and forth with him. This guy on TikTok said Travis Hunter dominated the men's Colorado basketball team. Okay, so let me just stop you here. Colorado's men's basketball team sucks. Mm-hmm. They are not good. They're not good at basketball. Their best player was Cody Williams.
Yeah.
Which is J-Dub's little brother.
Who's a project player.
That's their best player.
No discredit to Cody, because I think he'll be a hooper. But like, even if you go before him, your best player? Can you like who came
Name
from
another
Colorado?
Player that didn't, right? So Travis Hunter was also a high school basketball player. So let's not act like he didn't hoop.
A natural athlete.
I'm telling you this right now. There isn't a fucking soul on this earth that can genuinely look me in my face and tell me that Travis fucking Hunter could go up and play NBA basketball. And he's not even a pro at shit. He's a collegiate football player, right? So to address the Jeff Teague shit, to wrap it all together, Lou Will came out and said, again, in the same pod, Lou Will said, bro, that's just outright disrespectful.
And that's the truth.
And you see Jeff Teague hasn't even responded. Jeff Teague's not going to respond to that. Because at the end of the day, bro, Jeff Teague's still getting buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Bro just had 40 in the fucking Big Three. And the Big Three is a hard-ass league to play in.
Facts.
You got people like Mike Beasley. People forget Mike Beasley's a fucking bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mike Beasley's your favorite hooper's favorite hooper.
One of the best walking buckets
coldest. Ever. Bro is the coldest 1v1 basketball player I've ever seen in my whole life. They asked Kevin Durant, who is the hardest person he ever had to guard was. He said Michael fucking Beasley.
That's the truth.
LeBron James said at Heat practice, Michael Beasley used to
give him hell. Give him hell.
Bro, Chris Birdman said, Mario Chalmers said it on Jeff Teague's podcast. He said Michael Beasley used to make LeBron walk out of the building. Because he would just fucking 16-0 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not hearing this shit from Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson's 5'9", first of all. On a good day. Jeff Teague is absolutely
170 pounds, soaking wet.
Jeff Teague's 215. Bro's like 6'3", 215.
And it's small All-star, on a basketball court.
All-star player.
Mm-hmm.
Champion.
Mm-hmm. Starting guard on an elite team in Atlanta. Okay. Like, yeah. And is honest. And is honest.
Best podcasters ever.
Facts.
Listen, Jeff Teague, Club 520 might be one of the greatest sports podcasts to ever fucking exist.
That's my personal favorite to watch.
That's my.
I like Pat, but Jeff Teague is hilarious.
Yo, JT is just, Pat's funny as hell.
Yeah,
Pat Bev's funny. Rome's funny too.
Yeah,
right. But like the cast of Club 520 is just a good cast. Like Bishop Behan and all that. Bro, them dudes are hilarious.
That's valid.
So like for you to disrespect a basketball player like that and to say it with the certainty that you said it, like
in which I'm a confident guy when I talk,
no doubt.
You know what I mean, but like you have to be realistic with yourself. You can't just be chatting.
Bro, I'm gonna give you an example, right? So Dalla. For everybody, people are listening know Dalla. Some people know Dalla, some people don't. Bobby knows Dalla.
Right.
He was talking shit earlier in a Discord. He was talking shit about me being trash or something. And confidently, I was like, yo, I haven't played Warzone in 2 months, and I said, I'll dog walk you and everybody in this Discord. Confidently.
Respectfully.
With no second thought in my mind. I haven't picked up a controller. Matter of fact, first time I've touched this controller since I last played Warzone. I would dog walk anybody that wanted that, right? And that's just confidence. It's just confidence, right? Well, I'm not gonna go and say I'm gonna dog walk fucking Biffle. That's What? Like
Exactly.
that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
He said his favorite lobbies. Listen, bro, we would get. I'm telling you, lost in the sauce. That's what I'm saying, right? So it's like that doesn't make sense. It is, and it just all that to say, Deshaun Jackson's a fucking idiot.
And as a professional athlete, like that's just it's disrespectful, bro. It's pure disrespect.
It's like you're discrediting. It's in a way, I feel like you're discrediting the game.
Exactly. Do you 1% make it as a professional athlete? And like,
bro, there's only 400 people in the NFL.
And players like Deshaun Jackson act like it's just a walk in the park, and that's not the reality of it. It's not the reality.
Right. Because, like, Doug, how many 5'9" motherfuckers you know playing in the NBA?
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you, not one. There's not a current person in the NBA under the height, on an active NBA roster, under the height of 5'10". There's, like, dudes that are in the D League or G League.
Right.
But
right.
they're not, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand. Like, how people can just, like, I get it, bro. Like, again, we talked about this last week. It's for the clicks. It has to be.
Right,
it's for the clicks. It's for the likes. It has to be, right? But, like, dog, you're so serious. Like, you mean it. He meant what he said. He was not like,
right.
He was so serious. He was like, bro, I'll go bust his shit. Bro, Jeff Teague would make that dude look like a fucking child on a basketball court.
It would be bad. It would be like horrible.
I don't think Deshaun Jackson scores a bucket.
Not a single one
on Jeff Teague.
Not a single one.
Jeff Teague blocks every single shot attempt that man puts.
D-Jack may touch the ball one time whenever you get your possession, and that will be your only time you ever touch the ball. That'll be it. You're not scoring a point. You're gonna get the ball. You're gonna get your shit stuffed or ripped, and then that'll be it.
Something.
He's gonna score 16 straight points, whatever you're playing to. There's just no way.
One thing I agree with Deshaun Jackson that he's ever said. I think he said some outlandish ass shit. He's always has for some reason. He's always just said some stupid ass shit. Like, he tried to say Pete Carroll offered him $50,000 at USC. Brother. No, we fucking didn't. Guys. Right? No, we fucking didn't. No, we fucking didn't. We didn't offer Deshaun Jackson $50,000 fucking dollars. Because at that time, we wouldn't have went after Deshaun fucking Jackson.
Right.
We would have went after fucking Percy Harvin, all these other guys that were around that time. You're not better than
Percy. Right.
Right. So it's like, the only thing I agree with him on is his advocation for smoking weed in sports. I do agree with that. We were wanting to talk on that, and I think this is actually the perfect opportunity to do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because somebody said something, and you sent me a TikTok actually of Matt Barnes talking about it.
Yeah.
I think Matt Barnes is a goofball too. I think he says some foolish ass shit too. Him and Steven Jackson. I think Steven Jackson's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Bro's a lame.
Those are the OGs that just can't let go of
the past. They just can't let go.
And yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They can't, like, bro, we used to beat people up. No, you fucking didn't.
Like,
Kobe almost punched you in your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kobe almost beat you up, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure Lamar Odom did stick your shit. I'm pretty sure. And Derek Fisher beat.
Yep.
Derek Fisher took your fucking wife.
Yep.
You know that 50 Cent meme? Why are you saying fuck me for? Like, what are you saying fuck the new generation for? Say fuck Derek Fisher for taking your wife.
No, literally.
Literally. He took your bitch. Like, what are you mad at us for? You're
funny.
mad at the wrong people.
Facts.
You're like, bro, they just babble. They just say shit. Right? Like, the realest OGs that are out are fucking Lou Will and Jeff Teague. Only two I listen to.
Lou Will, Jeff Teague, and Kevin Garnett. I like hearing Kevin Garnett.
Oh, KG, but
one more actually. He doesn't pod. He doesn't. A player I was never a fan of until he retired, and I got to hear him talk. Melo. I like listening to Melo. I was never a fan of Melo. Big Ski Bop in chat actually. CP3 and Melo are his favorite of all time, and I would always give him hell. I was never a fan of Melo, but I respect him so much now.
So, listen, another person that can talk that talk, obviously is a coach now, JJ Redick.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
JJ was another dude that when he had his pod, I listened to him because there's a difference in, so you can always tell, right? Like the people who study the game.
Yep.
Right? Like,
yep.
like Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, they don't study the game of basketball.
Right.
They were
play
just 6'6".
They played the game of basketball. That's all.
They were 6'6", could jump, shoot. Like they didn't. You ask Steven Jackson to break down a play, he's probably gonna look at you and be like, I don't know.
Right.
Same thing with Matt Barnes. But then you got people like LeBron. You ask LeBron how to break down a play from his rookie year, he'll probably be like, yeah, I remember that.
I don't care whether you like LeBron or hate the man.
One of the greatest minds ever.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's why him and JJ are gonna make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yep.
But shit, we're going in so many different directions here.
Yeah,
with this.
we are.
But the point being, when you hear old motherfuckers talk, it's always the same thing. It's always, oh, this new generation, this new generation. Brother, I'm gonna let you know this right now. There's not a drug that they were doing back in the 70s, 60s, 50s, whatever the fuck, when they were smoking cigarettes at halftime and like, you know, like black tar heroin and shit. Like they were tripping.
Chewing tobacco, all that.
They were doing all that kind of crazy, right? Steph Curry, LeBron James, put fucking Steph Curry in the 60s. Same skill set, same knowledge, same fucking
sorcery.
Witchcraft. They're gonna thank you. They're gonna accuse that man of fucking. They're gonna be like, this man is the devil. He's not real. Like, what is this guy?
Bron couldn't last
in the fucking 40s.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Jerry West would have got shit on.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the legend. You know, rest in peace to the logo.
Yeah.
No disrespect. But he would have got pooed on. Fucking Karl Malone played in 03. You know what happened in 03? Fucking LeBron put his nuts in his mouth. Like, that's old generation basketball. Didn't Kobe give Jordan 63?
Yep.
With the Wizards?
Yep.
Let's be real here, right? Let's just be honest here. If you took any player from I don't give a fuck. You could take Jordan Poole and put him in the 50s. Same skill set, same everything. You just say, boop, boop. Jordan Poole's averaging fucking 100.
Right. And that's just the evolution of sports.
Right. It's just like, so I don't understand. You know my take on this. I don't like comparing eras. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
There's no greatest of all time because you cannot physically, mentally, emotionally, stat-wise, you cannot. It just doesn't make sense because somebody's always going to do it better the next generation. It just
exactly.
It's inevitable. The game is supposed to evolve. We hold the game back by trying to compare the eras, trying to compare this, compare that.
I agree very much.
We're holding the game back. We're not allowing it. Like the LeBron Jordan debate. I will not partake in that. Because what does it fucking matter? Jordan played 30 years ago. None of my friends saw Michael Jordan play live.
Right.
Did you see Michael play live?
Nope.
03? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We saw like 03 Wizards.
But we're talking about prime Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
I witnessed 21 years of LeBron James. I've watched every year he's ever played.
Right.
So obviously we are going to side with the new school. But when the old heads talk, it's like it's coming from a point of like, we want the game to be ours.
Right,
Why?
right. It's almost like there's no leverage either. Like it's just straight this. There's no debate. There's no discussion. Like they're just locked in their ways.
Gilbert Arenas, I love him too. I love Gil. I think his honesty about shit so Paul George asked Gilbert on a podcast because Paul Pierce said he could still play. Like he said, I could go out there and give you 15.
Right.
Oh, he said open shot.
which was
He
silly.
said he still gives some
We
running
had
the
this
league.
conversation, which is
So
right.
Paul George asked Gilbert Arenas. He said, "Yo, do you think you can still play?" He said, "Wide open." He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'll give you 7 wide open." He said, "But playing defense, running right now," he said,
Right.
"People act like we finished averaging 30." He said, "We finished averaging 4 and 5 12 years ago." He said, "Brother, no." He said, "I'm not playing basketball anymore."
And that was
He
some
said,
of the
so
realest shit he's ever said.
it's delusion. It's
Right.
fucking delusion. You
Right.
think, Bobby, listen. If you think me right now, I could look you in your face like, yo, you put me in a rec league basketball game, I'm gonna score 30. Because I probably couldn't get up and down the court 3 times.
You could put me right now against my 21-year-old self, and it would be bad for me. Current me, it would be bad. You know what I mean?
Bro, you put me against a fucking 7th grader right now. They're probably gonna cook you.
That's life.
Again,
it's father time. It's father time.
Right. I played high level basketball. Like I played as high level basketball as you could without going any higher.
Right.
High school, all that shit. I did everything you can imagine. I'm not gonna sit here and say I can still score fucking 5 points. I know. No, it doesn't fucking matter because it's not real. Old heads are fucking delusional. And I think it's the weed. I think it was the weed they smoked when they were there. They thought they were better than they were. Like they had that like the false high you get, like the one where you
the confidence. Yeah.
That's them. They had that. They had that. They were smoking some shit, but they were so all that to say. I think like you see more athletes like Arian Foster, which he's another one. Bro, just be spitting shit.
Yeah.
NFL's rigged. I saw the script. Anyway, but like Arian Foster, Lamar Odom, Lamar Odom was doing crack while he was playing. Crazy work. But like,
that's another conversation. Like, yeah.
Bro was doing crazy shit. But like, you know what I mean? A lot of players have came out recently, like, and just said like they smoked a lot of weed when they were playing. And like, I start to wonder like how much of this bullshit they're spitting is from their false lack of their false confidence. Like they thought they were cooler and better. Like it's like Matt Barnes acts like he walked into a room like they wanted to offer him $100 million.
I honestly don't think that's what it is. I think it's just the ego and the pride of these guys. They won't be truthful. They won't be truthful.
Like you're role players, bro.
Like Kevin Garnett's a good example. Kevin Garnett was a dog on both sides of the floor. Like most of these guys speaking were one-sided players. Matt Barnes, fucking no
Matt
chill
Barnes
Gil.
Like
Gil was a bucket, but he didn't play defense. You know what I'm saying? Like
played a basketball game in Dolce & Gabbana shoes. It's not for real.
So like it's just some people just can't be honest with themselves. And unfortunately, it's people who have a voice at the moment. So
I'm telling you, bro, there needs to be like you need to be able to pass like a test to have a podcast. Like you should have to have like a fucking certain, like how we do GPA in high school and shit. You should have to have a GPA to do a podcast.
Right. Different subjects, different grades, different
you gotta
subjects,
score like a fucking at least B.
Right.
At least a B. Give me a B in any type of language. Because like, bro.
Because if not, you get Deshaun Jackson talking.
Yeah, you're not real. Like this is just not real. I don't believe people are real when they say shit like that. And when they like, it's just you're doing it, and I get it. Like I get it. You're doing it for the attention. That's great, right? But can we be a little less outlandish when we do it for attention?
Right.
Like a little less fucking. Like, come on. Let's be real here. So. I have a very serious question for you.
Talk to me.
I have 5 names I'm about to give you.
Okay.
And I need you to Would You Rather edition.
Oh, would you rather?
So it's point guards.
Okay.
We're talking basketball. We're going point guards. So I left out the obvious names. I didn't put Steph. I didn't put Luka because they're going to be number 1 regardless, right?
Right. Correct.
But I also didn't go as low as like Jamal Murray.
Who's B tier, to be fair. Who's not right. So I get your point.
Middle B tier most seasons. Like if he plays this season like he played in the Olympics, Denver's about to have a bad year. Just straight up, by the way, because bro averaged like 3 points a game in the Olympics.
I think Jamal Murray's a playoff performer. He's a playoff baller. And
I think Michael Porter Jr. is about to average fucking 30. Bro, I ain't never seen a shot he don't like.
That's
Bro has never seen a jump shot he didn't like.
Without that injury, he may be like a top 3 scorer in the league right now. If he never gets injured in college,
I think if you're
so
talking
much different.
If you're talking just pure scorer, I think he's top 3. Bro, dog averaged 1 assist last year. He ain't never seen a shot
0.9 to be specific. 0.9 to be specific.
But also shot that bitch 40 from the 3.
Yep.
So like, you got a ratchet. Bro got a clip on him.
Know your role.
Anyways. Yeah, right. Bro said, I'm not a passer. All right. So I got 5 names.
Okay.
5 names. All right. So 1, I have Kyrie, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Tyrese Halliburton. I want you to rank those 5, 1 through 5.
1 through 5. Ooh. Okay.
Because obviously that's going to be your would you rather.
Right.
Who's your top pick?
Okay.
So start from 5.
I was going to say, so what I'm going to do is start from 5.
Go 5, 1.
Yep, and go to 1. So as much as I love him, it's unfortunate he has to be at 5. But Tyrese Maxey, he's not the number 1 guy on his team. All of these other guys.
So can I ask you, do you think he takes a bigger step this year?
Yes. I think the whole world thinks Paul George. I was just going to say the whole world thinks Paul George is going to be the difference maker. If Philly lets Tyrese Maxey play like he's the number 1 option, that'll be the difference maker. That'll be, if you have Joel Embiid as the number 2 scorer, that is arguably the best team in the East. Exactly. So if they were to let Maxey be Maxey, he could probably be number 1 on this list, honestly. But with the situation, unfortunately, he has to be 5. 4. This is tough because he's probably the most clutch player. Not probably. He's the most clutch player on this list. But just like last week's episode, with the age, I'm big on the age thing. So Kyrie has to be 4th. A few of these other players, you can build around and they can get better. Kyrie's ceiling was.
Can I throw something at you to kind of ask you a question?
Talk to me.
Do you take into accountability or into account what he's done? Or are you basing it off of what you think he can do?
So with me, it's going to be totality. It's going to be what you've done plus what you can do for me right now and going forward. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Because if we're talking like if there's a stop sign and we're not talking future, Kyrie has to be number 1. He's a champion. He's hit some of the most clutch baskets there is
ever.
But with his age, you can't. There's just no way he can be number 1. But again, he's the most clutch player on the list, so it's really, really tough. But I have to put him at 4. He would have to be 4.
I respect that.
3.
I think I can quote your list from here. I think I can. I think I know it from here.
3 is a player that I'm really big on, and I actually think, even though he gets a lot of praise, I still think he's not credited enough. And 3 is Reese. Tyrese Halliburton
I love Halliburton.
Hooper. Like,
nah, bro. Listen, bro is
50, 40, 90 damn near.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And he's probably playing on the worst roster of all of these.
Oh, no doubt. No. Out of this squad, these 5, and that's kind of what I was going for when I put the 5 in. I was thinking, I mixed in a couple like Tyrese Maxey's not in a great situation.
Right. which led him to being 5 for me. That's a perfect example. Like
SGA is in a great situation, but then you got Kyrie who's in a situation.
Right.
So it's a little mixer of things, right?
Right.
So Reese, bro, listen. So he's not going to finish his career in Indiana. It's
no,
just, unfortunately, it's
not
not going to happen.
It
won't.
pray
There's
not.
no way. There's no way. It can't. Because of the simple fact that, like, fucking Indiana, what are you going to do?
You know, it's funny, right? Too. I wish Ski was still in chat because he's a heavy New York Knicks fan, if you can't tell. Playoff time. Quotes. I told him, Tyrese is better than Jalen Brunson. Tyrese Halliburton is a better basketball player than Jalen Brunson. Here we are months later, and I don't know. I do think Brunson is the better player. I think it's
JB has a better situation.
And Reese is also younger, so it's like Tyrese he has more room to grow.
Tyrese Halliburton would be a better fit on the Knicks than Jalen Brunson is.
I think just the way he can facilitate the ball like effortlessly, he's a fit more naturally anywhere. Thing about Jalen Brunson is he's going to go anywhere and give you 30 if you need him to. So it's like that's a really, really, really tough one. With that, I feel like it's clear number 2 for me is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson.
Nah, see, I had that backwards, bro.
Yeah.
You're going Shea first.
Shea is number 1 for me. Brunson.
Yo, by the way, Tyrese Halliburton is 6'5". It's a big ass point guard.
Playing point effortlessly. Like
big ass point guard. Yeah. I had to figure that out because I was like, he's either 6'4" or 6. Bro is 6'5". Damn, you got Shea first. Damn, okay. I like that. Fuck.
So
Shea's so good, bro.
I think yeah. So let me finish here real quick. My bad. I'm getting all like I'm looking at stuff and I'm getting. So Brunson 2 for me, simply with age and situation. I think you put Shea in New York with that team is it's different. That's another player that's 6'5", can play both ends of the floor effectively. Jalen Brunson kind of gives me Curry vibes. He tries a lot on the defensive side of the floor, and he's not really a liability, but he's little. Teams can take advantage of that. Exactly.
Yeah, play that pick and roll. Yeah.
With SGA, you don't have that. SGA is younger. Finally made OKC look like a good team. Exactly. Made him look like a good team. Granted, that's not only him. A lot of that was Chet.
They're about to be being scary.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Their oldest player is Alex Caruso, and he's 30. Which is crazy work.
And before that, it's probably Lou Dort, who isn't too much. He's
25, 26.
Right.
Damn, all right, bet. That's a good list. I like that, bro. Kyrie being at 4 is crazy.
That feels crazy, to be honest. That feels crazy.
But it's not wrong though.
This is kind of a list where it's like you could almost make an argument for any order, probably besides Maxey. Maxey's in a tough situation, but
he's no higher than 4th.
Right.
Just because like he can hoop, but I just don't think the situation he's in is better than anybody else on this list.
I'd have to agree.
The only person with the worst situation I'd say would be Tyrese Halliburton. But Reese is obviously just 6'5" and a better player, better point guard.
Still took Indiana to the postseason.
So speaking of fucking point guards, the youngest MVP in NBA history, Derrick Rose.
What a
officially retired from the game of basketball. After 15 NBA seasons, Derrick Rose is retiring from the game of basketball. Rose is the youngest MVP in NBA history. He said in an interview, the next chapter is about chasing my dreams and sharing my growth. So I believe he's going to sign on. The rumors that I've heard is he's going to sign on to be a coach somewhere.
I would love that.
I think he's going to go join Calipari.
Oh, that would be fire. That would be fire.
He played for Calipari. So I believe that's going to be his what he's gonna do from the rumors that I've heard. Actually, I don't know that to be true. Derrick Rose went to Memphis, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Who was his college coach? Fuck, it wasn't. Was it John Calipari? Maybe I'm tweaking.
It was at the University of Memphis.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, right before Calipari went to
Correct.
Kentucky.
Correct.
Yeah. So that would be dope to see him coach college kids.
That would be ideal.
It's kind of crazy it took him this long to retire, to be honest. 15 years. After all the injuries, bro still played 15 years.
The love of basketball.
If you told me that when Derrick Rose tore his ACL for the third time, I would have told you you're fucking crazy.
Right.
What's up, Wizzy? What's up, Wizzy?
Wizzy.
Yeah, I'd have told you you're fucking crazy.
Right.
I'd have told you straight up, like, that's not real.
Passion, the love of the sport, and that's why I think he could be a great coach, because he's not only athletically was a freak, that was a player that loved the game of basketball and learned the game of basketball. And he, as you just said, he will be a great mentor. There's so much you could learn from him. So
yeah, you learn so much from Rose.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, again, some of these things, like a lot of these things Bobby and I have already talked about in life, just because we've been talking about sports since we met. So it's like we know each other's takes and all other things. But like my thing with the games now, bro, is like it's people lost that love for the game. It's not about the love of the game anymore. It's not about waking up every morning and going to work. It's about what you're, and I get it. You want to get paid for your work.
Time out. I think you can notice the difference in players who have love for the game versus players who are just hooping because they can hoop.
Again, and I said this, so again, I'm crediting a lot of like things that I hear from podcasts because it's just true. I listen to a lot of podcasts, I listen to a lot of basketball players talk, right? And DeMar DeRozan said on a podcast with Paul George, he said out of all the guys in the league, he said there's probably 100 dudes who just stink.
Right.
Like, they stink. He's like, they suck. He's like, they only are there because they're getting paid. He said they work hard enough to get paid, then they work hard enough to stay in the league. That's all they do. Which is like, I get it, bro. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars. That's fucking great. Fantastic. I would do the same thing. If I were in that position, if I had a position to make millions of dollars and sit on my ass, I'll sit on the bench for $3 million, right? You know what I mean? But like, then it comes to a point is like, when does that start becoming harmful to the game?
Yeah.
When does that start becoming? Because like, bro, as a fan of the game, you sit here and it's like, golly, bro, like I don't ever want to get to a point where as a fan, I don't want to watch something because they just look like they don't want to fucking be there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when it starts looking like, I think it's all going to happen like that when LeBron, Steph, all those guys retire. That's when it's going to start being like, you're going to see.
We just need more young killers. We need Anthony Edwards. JT is my favorite player. Jason Tatum is my favorite basketball player there is at the moment.
I hate Jason Tatum.
He is not a killer. He is not a killer. Him and Anthony Edwards have the same skill set in a sense, but they are two completely different players. Your fucking neck. One is a killer. One is, and you can see the difference. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not to discredit Jason Tatum. I'm sure he studies the game out his ass.
Yeah.
But there's not that natural killer in him.
No, there isn't the. So, and I say this.
Giannis is another one. I don't want to train with you. You're my enemy. I'm not training with you, bro. I'll train with my teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like,
love that.
Yes. So, as it is dying, there are still players, but it's scary.
It's scarce though. It's like
because that's the problem. It is scarce. It's not Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys. It's not Ben Wallace and those Pistons. You know what I mean? Like it's there.
Right.
So
like I'll never understand Damian Lillard was all about it when he was in Portland, about like not cheating the grind, not cheating the game. It's like you just watch, you sit back and watch, and you see like people just don't really understand how fortunate they are to be able to play the game of basketball, play the game of football, play the game of baseball at a high enough level to get paid millions of dollars. So Todd Gurley, again, another podcast. He said on a podcast, he's like, once I got paid, I stopped caring. He said, I got my money. He said, I got my guaranteed money. He said, what am I still working for? He said, my mom's good, my dad's good, my parents good, everybody good. What am I working for? And that to me just doesn't fucking make another contract. In 4 years, you're going to want to get paid again.
I mean, to be fair, you've seen what happened to him. You cheat the game. You know what I mean? And I don't wish injury on anybody.
Nobody.
But if you cheat the game, what do you expect? A winner never cheats and a cheater never wins. So
you can't cheat the game and expect the game not to hate you.
Exactly.
The game's gonna hate you because you took a shortcut.
Ben Simmons.
You went around.
Ben Simmons.
I fucking hate, bro.
One of the most athletically gifted players ever. But there's no love for basketball. But there's no love for basketball. Give a fuck about, and that's the problem. You can't cheat the game.
He doesn't care about anything. No. It's one of those things. Again, you say it all the time. You say it all the time with like even basketball or like video games, bro. Like Call of Duty. Think about Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how many people cheat and how mad we get.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're cheating the game. Mm-hmm. They're not honoring the game.
And then they go to land and get demolished by players who are really putting that grind in. So you just can't cheat the game. It'll never work out for you.
You can't cheat the grind. Cheating the grind doesn't make you above anything. It makes you literally like, it makes you wonder,
right?
Like how you're still there. So I have another question that I want to ask, and I think it's kind of a good. You mentioned Ben Simmons, so it's kind of a good segue. So who is a guy that we thought was going to be a star, but just fucking was not?
So I feel like Ben Simmons is the obvious answer.
That's an obvious answer. That's too easy.
So I'm not going to go that route. So I have a player that I was absolutely in love with at USC, and I thought he was going to be that guy, and it's OJ Mayo. OJ Mayo came in his rookie year.
Going far back.
OJ Mayo came in rookie year and averaged 19 on the best shooting splits he had throughout his entire career. And from there, it was just a decline every single year. And it was just so ass to watch. OJ Mayo is like when I first got into basketball and started watching basketball as a kid. So I thought he was him, and the fall off was terrible.
It's crazy because I have a similar answer. Next year draft class, fucking Tyreek Evans. Reek came in, fucking 20.
Oh my God.
27, 5. Rookie of the year. Beat out Steph for rookie of the year.
Was honestly like one of the first wings that was like almost like a wing guard. You know what I mean? Like he played wing and point. It was crazy. Wow, that's actually a good answer. That's actually a really good answer.
Bro, Tyreek Evans, bro.
Wow.
Bro, that's my guy.
That's a good one, actually. Because he was a bucket.
Oh, yeah, bro was a hooper. Another one's like, honorable mentions like Jaleel Okafor.
Oh, another good one.
I watched him play in college.
It was
like in person.
Insane.
Bro's fucking huge. He just signed a deal, actually. He just signed a training camp deal with the Pacers.
Oh, wow.
So this is the only free agent news I'm going to touch on tonight, just because I know this guy personally, and I want to give a huge shout out. So free agent Harry Giles, I know him.
W.
We've known each other for 15 years, something like that.
That's a W.
He actually signed with the Charlotte Hornets. So big up to the boy HG, man. Bros overcame a lot. Tore his ACL twice in high school. I remember those days. So hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully he stays, got to go catch him in the game this year. He made the training camp roster. So big ups to him. That's the only free agent we're gonna touch on today. Just want to shout out
Baller, natural baller.
So we're gonna talk about women's basketball real quick, just because I want to shut everybody. I want to shut at least everybody that wants to talk that shit. Caitlin Clark already might be top 15 greatest women's basketball player ever in WNBA. Just listen to this shit. Listen to her rookie year, just real quick. Listen to her rookie year real quick. So she's the first rookie to record a triple double. WNBA record for most assists in a season. Record for most threes made by a rookie. Fastest player to 500 points and 200 assists. Helped lead Fever to the first playoff appearance since 2016. And she's already top 10 most three-pointers made in WNBA history. Oh my God.
As a rookie.
She's already one of the great. She's top 15 greatest ever.
Has to be.
I can't name 15 women better than her.
No.
Yeah.
That was a rookie season for the books. That's for sure.
Yup.
That's one for the books.
So this shit made me giggle, and this is why I put it on here. Jaylen Brown in an interview said, "Think You the Shit, You Not Even the Fart" by Ice Spice is the worst song ever.
And that's coming from an educated man. So
you think you the shit, bitch? You're not even the fart.
You're not even the fart.
Oh, brother, that shit made me. When I read that shit, I read it as just like Jaylen Brown randomly be like, "Yo, that song sucks."
Right? Like what's the context that made you even talk about that?
Where's the context? Are you in a podcast? Are you fucking?
That's funny.
Bro just on a live stream like. You're not even default.
That's so funny.
Fuck out of here, yeah. Actually made me giggle.
That's funny.
So another old head that just talks that shit and just says shit and doesn't listen to what he says. Magic Johnson. Well, this is not wrong, but the next thing he said is crazy. Magic Johnson says Bronny James is not ready for the NBA. He says, if I'm Bronny, I would tell my dad to just let me play in the G League all season so that I can develop.
Which isn't, it's not a bad
That's
take.
not crazy. That's not, no. That's not crazy to say. What is crazy to say, I know I had something else in here. Because he said some outlandish ass shit the other day. Oh, maybe I didn't put it in here. Fuck, I didn't. He said some other crazy ass shit. That's another dude that just yapping.
That just talks to talk. Mm-hmm.
Magic Johnson just be yapping.
Yep.
So do you want to know the top 10 highest paid players per game in NBA history?
Okay, talk to me. Because I looked at this and I have something funny to say about it.
So number one is Ben Simmons at $446,000 per game. Second is Joel Embiid at $437,000. They were both teammates at one point. Zion fucking Williamson is making $425,000 a game.
Who's missed his
John
games
Wall.
since he's played.
John Wall. First of all, I love John Wall, bro. John Wall made $404,000. Kristaps Porzingis made $371,000. That was the Knicks that paid him that.
Oh wow.
Lonzo Ball made $365,000. How Markelle Fultz is top 7 all time is crazy.
That's
$351,000. Jonathan Isaac is 8 at $343,000. Bradley Beal is 9 at $338,000. Anthony Davis is 10th at $337,000.
That's kind of nuts.
You notice who's not on this list?
Yeah, the greats.
Any fucking top player in the NBA.
Exactly.
There is not a single person on this list that I would say is top anything at anything.
You know what else there's a trending thing on this list? Every single player on this list has a history of injury issues. Every single one of them. Every single player.
One that the least amount is Bradley Beal.
Yep.
He's the least injured one out of all of them.
Yep.
Lonzo ain't played in 2 years. Kristaps is hurt right now, going to miss half the season. John Wall had to medically retire, or he hasn't even retired. Jay just can't get signed.
Right.
Zion's missed more games than he's played.
Yep.
Joel Embiid's always hurt. Ben
Yep.
Simmons ain't played basketball for real since like 2018.
Correct. Markelle Fultz got injured and literally had to change his shot completely because his shoulder injury was so bad.
And Anthony Davis his nickname is Street Clothes Davis for So
funny how that works.
Yeah, it is. That is.
I'm over here talking about not cheating the game. It's crazy.
That is insane. Yeah, Wizzy, they call him Street Clothes Davis because he literally is in street clothes more than he's in basketball clothes. All right, so we're going football.
Okay.
We're gonna end tough tonight, and we're gonna go football. And I'm coming off the back. Oh man, pause. Coming hard and shit. So we have another would you rather.
Oh,
this one is quarterback edition.
Okay.
I obviously left again. I left Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, because you're biased ass. Josh Allen was number 1 regardless.
No, Mahomes is number 1. Yeah, I'm honest. I'm honest. Josh would have been 2, but
if
Mahomes
was on the list.
Josh clears this list. Josh clears this list.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't fair. That's just not fair. So I took all the greats, all the goods.
Okay.
So we're gonna go again 5-1. So quarterback number 1 is Dak Prescott. 2, Lamar Jackson. 3, Jared Goff. 4, Joe Burrow. 5, Sam Darnold. Now, this is I want you to base this off of this year.
Off of this year?
Yeah, because obviously, if we go all time, Sam Darnold stinks.
Yeah.
Burrow hasn't had that great of years.
Right.
So this year, right now, how are you ranking these 5?
This year, Dak is 5. Dak's at the bottom. Dak is 5.
Doubt. No fucking doubt. I knew that as soon as I put him on the list.
Dak is Dak. Dak, you.
All right, so I'm gonna go with you on this one. I'm putting Dak at 5 too.
Okay. Number 4 is
say something crazy.
It has to be Joe Burrow. We going this year?
Yeah.
It has to be. We going all time. So obviously, Joe Burrow, no, but this year, Joe Burrow has to be number 4.
He's 4 for me too.
3.
I think 3 is where we're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. 3 is going to be Sam Darnold for me.
No way.
Sam Darnold has to be number 3.
Better than him. No way Goff's better than him.
Only because
way Goff's better than him.
I mean, you got throw it up Jettas. Like, I love what Sam Darnold's doing. No discredit to him. I love what he's doing.
Oh, that is disrespectful, Bobby.
But
bro's front runner for the MVP right now.
Probably. Shit. I would yeah.
They keep winning.
Right? I mean,
I'm all right. So 3 for me is Goff.
Okay, I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at that because Sam Darnold.
Goff was 18 for 18 for 88 yards.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? He just isn't slinging the ball.
Right, and it's such a well built team. Like,
the Lions are dope. They're
so I'm not mad at Darnold being over him, but I would go Goff. Leaving, as much as it kills me to say, Lamar at number 1. Lamar is looking. Bro has 2 MVPs, and this is probably the best he's looked thus far. So,
no, we're disagreeing, brother, because I got Sam Darnold number 1 right now.
Yeah,
bro, listen. All right, so I said this again. You've heard me say this before. I don't think it was Sam Darnold's fault. The places he's been. He was in New York. He was with the Jets. He had Adam Gase.
Mm-hmm.
Then
terrible
he went to
situation.
The Panthers.
Another terrible situation.
Right? So you had 2 unfortunate situations to start your career. Then you go sit with Kyle Shanahan for a year. Now look what you're doing. Bro's putting up historical numbers for his career. Like, these are all career numbers.
Right.
So it's like, the thing has always been
situation matters. Situation matters.
Right, situational, right? So like you see now, you give him a good offense, bro. He's getting himself paid.
But also, how much does this fall to no film? Probably the best looking defense in the league right now. Like, so.
Well, you have film though, because it's not like Sam Darnold's been a starter for 5. He's in the league 7 years. He started 6 out of 7.
Right. But like,
so you have 6 years of film on the guy.
This is a different person. This isn't. I'm seeing ghost Sam Darnold anymore, which is a credit to him. So,
but I don't think that's the thing. I think people I think people put too much hype on Sam Darnold when he was in New York.
I mean, he said he's seen ghosts on the field. You can't come back from that, brother.
I mean,
brother could have kneeled the ball every single play of the game and would have had a better QBR than what he finished with that game against New England. It was historically.
Do you think
bad.
He was being serious that he was seeing ghosts, or like
it came out his mouth? No, I don't think he was seeing actual ghosts.
Or do you think he like was saying that to be like facetious?
Again, you could have nailed the ball every single play.
That was a big word, huh?
Yeah.
You like that big word.
I like that. I do. I do.
But yeah, I think Sammy's number 1 for me. Just because, first of all, fight on. Fuck yeah, USC quarterback.
Right.
So
I said this last episode. I was huge on Sam Darnold coming out of college. I thought he would be like unreal. I thought Sam Darnold was going to be unreal.
In 2017, when Sam Darnold led us to 12-2, Pac-12 champions, Rose Bowl champions, I'll never forget. We were playing Penn State. We were down 14 at one point, up 14 at one point, down 10 at one point, up 10. It was like 55-52 at the end of the game, right? We kicked a field goal to win. I tore all my clothes off besides my underpants, and I ran all throughout the street yelling Sam Darnold's name.
That's funny. Completely off topic, but here I am on the other end. Maybe I'm the jinx. Bills Chiefs playoff game. Gabe Davis scores. Kansas City gets the ball with 13 seconds left. I'm already outside screaming my ass off. Let's fucking go! Super Bowl, here we come! Go back in the house. Worst 13 seconds of my life.
Wait, so you didn't watch the 13 seconds happen?
Oh, yeah. I just ran outside during commercial break and was screaming like a fucking madman. And then came back in and proceeded to watch the 13 seconds and was heartbroken because I was already outside screaming victory.
I thought you ignored it all.
Oh, no, hell no.
I thought you got like a da-na-na, da-na-na. That would have been a fucked up way to find out, guys.
Oh, no. I came back in, watched that 13 seconds, and felt like the biggest idiot in the world, bro.
Did you cry?
I was close. I didn't cry, but when I tell you that was a legit heartbreak. That was probably the biggest sports heartbreak I had ever felt. Like, that one crushed me.
Your guys' defense fucking blew it.
Our coaching staff is absolutely terrible. And the funniest part is they literally have video evidence of Mahomes and Kelsey calling that entire 13 seconds. That had nothing to do with Andy Reid. That was all Mahomes and Kelsey. 100% them.
Yeah, because, I mean, at the end of the day, your guys, I do remember that.
13 seconds left. You're pressing Tyreek Hill. You're leaving Travis Kelsey space. You're pressing Tyreek and giving Kelsey space when it's supposed to be the opposite. You're supposed to give Tyreek that little bit of space, 2 safeties over top, and you put hands on Kelsey at the line. No, we did the opposite. And that was should have been the final straw for McDermott. Whole another topic, but that's when he should have been out the door. Leslie Frazier went, he should have went.
Can we talk about something real quick? When are we firing that motherfucker?
4 years ago, if it was up to me, like, holy.
Holy. That shit? How long have I been on the fire Sean McDermott train?
Holy, it should have been.
I almost called him Doug McDermott.
It's long overdue. Overdue.
Hey, Scoot said, "Love you boys. I gotta walk the dogs, but I'm here." We love you, Scoot.
Love you, legend.
We appreciate you, gangster. We appreciate you being here while you walk Ayla.
Joe Brady just lost his second game with Josh. That Monday night game we lost was only his second loss with Josh Allen.
Which is so look.
They were 9-1 before Monday.
Can I say something hot take-ish? We fire McDermott, I wouldn't be mad at Joe Brady looking at the head coach.
No.
I think he could be a head coach.
No. Only because we need him to stay that elite offensive mind. Keep being that elite offensive mind. You
don't think he could do it at the head coach?
I think it's too much pressure. Too much pressure right now.
So
too
you don't
early.
Think he could?
He's been OC for what, 2 years now? I don't know.
Yeah, but I think he was an OC in Carolina.
Yeah,
he was an OC for 5 different college teams. He won a natty. The thing I think would make sense for it is because Josh Allen loves the fucking guy.
Absolutely. It's just then we have who fills his shoes in a sense. Like it creates.
Bro, you go get somebody like
holes.
Bro, you go get somebody like Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Somebody who's trying to prove themselves as an OC again.
After he left.
Bro's in college now.
Right. Bro's
coaching. He's an assistant to the head coach at UCLA.
After he left Kansas City, I thought that should have been our target, but that.
You see what I'm saying? So like, that's my thing. Is like, so there's option. I personally, if you guys fired McDermott, which should have been done already, just like I think we should fire AP. I think he should be gone because this next thing that I'm about to talk about, actually, perfect fucking wraparound into this, that my team also blows and we suck and we're poverty. And this Raiders tattoo on my arm makes me sad every time I look at it. See this right here?
Yeah. That's
909 Cali, where I'm from. You know what I mean? Type shit. They're good. Fire. They suck. We're about to win the World Series. Just because Steph Curry. So the fact that the Raiders stink makes me want to talk about this. Because I'm about to say something about the Raiders. So Devontae Adams has, quote, informed the Raiders that he would like to be traded.
Come on over. I'm going
to let you know this right. And I'm going to say this with the most confidence that I've ever said this, Bobby. He's not going AFC.
You know what's funny? A lot of people are saying Kansas City. And I was a guy who's like, teams don't trade. Why would you trade in division? That doesn't doesn't make sense. No. But then I seen TJ Hawkinson move in division. I've seen but it's happened before. Fucking Adam.
It's not.
So happening. If the Raiders do that,
I will cry. I'm telling you right now, I will.
I'm emailing Vegas. If they send him to Kansas City, they're getting an email from me.
It's on some white chick shit. I'm gonna write a letter. Like, I swear to God. So that's crazy, Wizzy. You say that makes everyone sad. CT, that's crazy. Weird. My Raiders tattoo does make everybody sad because we stink. I could see him go to the Seahawks. I see him going NFC.
No, not Seattle.
He's going NFC. He's going somewhere stupid. The Raiders are not going to send him where he wants to go.
Yeah.
The Raiders are petty.
Yeah.
They're not going to send him to the Jets because he's not going to AFC. And they're not sending him to. For what though?
Yeah. Are you petty enough to not get the best?
You're not getting any. The thing is, they're going to trade him for like a fucking second round pick. It's going to be something stupid. It's going to be like a second round pick and a seventh round conditional pick in cash consideration. It's going to be something dumb. We're not going to get anything back for him. We're not going to get any value back for him. The most value that makes sense, and the team that needs him the most would be the Saints. But what we're going to want back from the Saints, we're not going to get.
Right. They also don't even have a first round pick this year.
No, you're going to have to give us Chase Young, Cam Jordan. Somebody's got to come back to Vegas.
Right.
But fuck the Raiders. That's what I'm saying. Until we do some fire AP, go hire fucking Cliff Kingsbury, and be good. We don't have to be bad. We don't have to suck.
Yes. We got
We don't have
McDermott,
to.
so yeah.
No, but
understand.
your team's what's your team's record?
Right now, 3-1.
Okay. Let me let you know a little fucking secret here, Bobby. We lost to the Carolina Panthers.
Let me let you in on a secret here, CT. We are going to make the playoffs. We are going to face Cincinnati or Kansas City. We are going to get our fucking boots knocked off. And then we're going to pick in the fucking late 20s in the draft again.
I'd rather make the fucking playoffs.
No,
You
we
get to
suck.
Listen, you get to watch your team for an extra week.
Yeah, for one extra fucking week. That's it. And be disappointed as shit and lose in 13 seconds or get outcoached by fucking Zach Taylor or it's never ending, brother. It's never ending.
Getting outcoached by Zach Taylor.
It's crazy, bro. He's ass. Like,
that's crazy.
Do you know how bad you have to be as McDermott to get outcoached by Zach Taylor? To lose a game in 13 seconds? Bro, they had to go 80 yards.
In 13 seconds.
In 13 seconds, bro.
Listen, bro, I've watched the Tuck Rule. I've watched... What do you want to do here, Bobby? What do you want to do here? You want to compare poverty here? You want to compare ass?
No, because we're not too far off. We're not too far
Because we're going bar for bar, buddy.
We both had the EJ Manuel experiment. We've been through it. We've been through it
EJ Manuel, fucking Braxton Miller, Terrell Pryor. Like, come on.
He's been on
Jamarcus Russell.
JP Lossman, Trent Edwards. Yeah, so it's...
Bro, I can do this shit all day.
Yeah,
Gardner Minshew.
Right.
Aiden O'Connell. Do I need to keep going? Like, do I need to keep going here? You're like, Ken.
It's tough.
I can keep going. Like, Nathan Peterman. Like, bro, come on.
Oh, he was in Buffalo too. Yeah, we shared that
experience. We also shared that one.
Mr. 6 interceptions. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
To watch a quarterback throw 0 touchdowns and 6 interceptions and then pick him up as another organization is kind of crazy, but... Hey.
The fact that he still has a fucking job
is like nuts to me.
All right, listen, being a career backup doesn't sound that bad.
No.
Brock Osweiler made $85 million guaranteed being a fucking backup quarterback.
Right? Jacoby Brissett's still getting paid.
He's starting now, though.
Yeah, but he's a backup quarterback at best. Just because he's starting.
Case Keenum's getting paid.
Right?
Like... That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we just fucking suck. Like, oh man, I'm so tired of just being ass. Like,
you're telling me we got the best player we've ever had and getting nothing from it.
You think Josh Allen's the best player in Bills history?
I think Josh Allen is the best player in Bills history. It's probably obvious Bruce Smith, but again, I didn't get to watch a second of him play. So for me it's Josh. Because Bruce Smith is considered one of the greatest ever in history. So
you want to know what's sad? I think Derek Carr is the greatest Raider ever, and that I've seen, and that's sad because Derek Carr fucking stunk until this year.
Charles Woodson would probably be the best.
Oh yeah, you got Woodson, you got Bo, Bo Jackson.
Yeah, Bo Jackson's super far back though.
But what I'm talking about from what I guess I saw Charles Woodson
a little bit when you were young, right.
Yeah, I was a young lad,
not really understanding, so I didn't understand
what the game was.
Right after that, though, Carr probably would be.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
Fucking Carr, Max Crosby, like, oh, what the
maybe
fuck?
Rodney Hudson a center, which is crazy work.
Are we trading him too?
Might as well. If you're moving Devontae, might as well. I mean, what do you...
Or do we say, fuck you, Devontae, and go trade for a quarterback?
That's probably the best move.
We need, bro, like, go, like, who's on the block probably as quarterback? Like, go get a backup. Go get Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Trey Lance is better than fucking Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell.
And has age on his side.
Has to, like, or...
Kenny Pickett. I don't like Kenny Pickett, but fucking take a shot on Kenny Pickett. He's Russell a backup Wilson, in Philly. Russ.
Like, bro. Jared Stidham.
Probably better than Gardner Minshew. Yeah.
I'd go get Zach Wilson from Denver.
Yeah.
I'd go get. Yeah. There's so many other things I would do besides Gardner Minshew.
Tyler
That's the thing
Huntley
I don't
wouldn't have been
understand.
bad.
No, none of the, like that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, fuck, Raiders suck, man. A guy that the Raiders tried to go get in the draft, Jaden Daniels. Hey, listen,
Baller.
Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in this draft class. Bro was 21 for 23, 254 yards, 40 rush yards, and 3 total touchdowns.
With the Commanders, mind you. He plays for the Commanders. For anyone who doesn't know.
He plays for the whichever Washington team they are this year.
Right.
They've changed their name 4 times in the last 5 years. But point being, I think they got one, bro. And that's another dude. That's another guy that I was super high on coming out of last year. I was trying to look at his stats at LSU. But I remember I watched Jaden Daniels play in person one time. I went home for USC's homecoming one year, and they were playing Arizona State. Dog is all of 6'5". All of it.
Right.
Bro's tall as hell.
I believe it.
Bro's a taller Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Not as fast, obviously. But
more pure of a passer, like naturally.
So what do you think they do? Do you think they make playoffs this year?
No, only because the division. Even though Dallas sucks,
But their division stinks.
Philly sucks.
I think
they still both go to the
outright.
playoffs. You think Washington wins? Wow.
Bro, Washington's what? 3-1?
Yeah, it's a long year though. It's a long year.
But their division is
I think Philly Eagles, and Dallas both.
The Eagles need to go ahead and get rid of Sirianni. I know you like Sirianni because he's from Buff.
You know what's so crazy about the NFL too is how fast things turn around. Bro's in the Super Bowl. Now bro's on the hot seat. Mike McCarthy was in the Super Bowl. Then he was on the hot seat. Like things.
Does he not deserve it?
Things turn. Sirianni.
Yeah.
I would want to finish out this year with him.
This year, this year, yeah.
See what happens in the playoffs, and then
do you make the playoffs though?
Yes, I think they do.
No, bro, they just got their fucking bell rung by the Bucks.
By Tampa Bay, who's like one of those teams. Tampa Bay is like one of those teams that I know. Granted, anybody can beat anyone any week.
No doubt.
That's the truth of football. But like Tampa Bay is just one of those teams that give teams hell, no matter what.
That's another quarterback, Baker Mayfield, who's living his best life for another team.
Yep. Situational. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what, and it's like that division sucks. Like bad.
Yeah.
Like, and with Sirianni, you can't have your players not respecting you.
Right. Which is big.
What Jalen Hurts said post game going into their bye week proved it all that they just don't respect Sirianni.
At the same time, you have teams like Buffalo who will take culture over talent 100% of the time, and that sometimes results in you missing stud players who may not be the complete asshole that you think they are. But like the Stephon Diggs, that was when we grabbed Stephon Diggs, that was one of the most surprising. I was so surprised just because he was not a culture player.
Not a culture builder.
Exactly, and that's Buffalo.
And you see it in Houston. So,
right.
You see it in Houston.
Right.
He's doing the same shit in Houston.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's going to do nothing but negatively affect your quarterback.
And it is. Yeah, it is. You see it.
Yep.
CJ's not playing with near the fire he was last year.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is like, so you start to wonder, right? You start to wonder, like, Dak just got paid. What's Jaden gonna get?
Right.
Do we see $1 billion contract in our lifetime?
I mean, it's not too far fetched. Mahomes'
What sport you think?
totality over 10 years
What
was what,
sport you think sees
500
it
million?
first?
Baseball.
I think no.
If not, it has to be soccer
No,
because
yeah,
it's
I think
international.
nah, but we don't. I don't count that
Okay, right,
because you're nobody in the MLS is making $100 million.
right,
That's international play.
right, right,
International money different than
right,
American.
right. And that, yeah, yeah.
So American sports, baseball, basketball, football. I honest to God think it's gonna be basketball because the highest contract right now in baseball, and I say this like it's crazy, is 500 million, and it's Shohei.
And that
586 million over 13 years. But
over
he's
13. Okay, so that's
over 13. He's making he's making a little, he's making like, and I say a little, and we're talking like this, like it's a little bit of
like
money.
it's
He's
chump
making
change,
like,
but right,
he's making like 15 million less than or more than Patrick Mahomes
right,
over the same exact amount of time, 13
right,
years.
right.
So, but baseball, fuck, man. Somebody might see that shit soon. Like somebody might see $1 billion soon.
Yeah.
Jackson Holiday might see $1 billion in a couple of years.
Basketball just becomes tough because how many teams can even
Does it though?
afford $1 billion contract? Like,
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're gonna, if the CBA allows it.
you think it happens?
And that's what the problem is. You can't like so. And it's full transparency. Neither one of us could just on a random Tuesday night be like, yo, I'm gonna go to this NBA basketball game.
Right.
Because, brother, it's $400 to go to a fucking basketball game.
Right, right.
A soda costs you fucking $13.50 for one drink. And you gotta pay $13.50 for another one after that. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's on being on the cheap side. That's not
you're
even
pricing your fans out of the arena when you start paying these hundred billions and trillions and
right, I mean? Right.
You take the middle class people away from the sport
completely,
and you allow it to become again exactly what we're fearing it to become:
political. Exactly. It's all about the money.
It's all it is, brother. So moving on to some other stuff that went on. I was very late, so I don't know if you guys talked about it, but fuck the Astros. Yeah, absolutely, Wizzy. Fuck the Astros. We didn't. We haven't really started talking about baseball yet. Just in general. I'm gonna start throwing some shit at Bobby eventually. Now that it's October.
I have to start studying the sport a bit. Let's start studying.
Oh yeah. Now listen, fuck the Astros. They cheat. Fuck them. They cost the Dodgers 2 World Series. Now the Dodgers are gonna win the World Series, unfortunately for everybody else. And when we do, listen, I'm gonna let some people know this shit. So when we won the World Series a couple years ago, I cried. It is the first championship I had seen for the Dodgers. It's the most winning team I've been to, I've been to a billion Dodgers games. Been a Dodgers fan my whole life. Literally since I can remember. Watching us win the World Series, I cried. I was like, oh yeah, I cried, right? If we win this year, I'm going to talk so much shit because we have the highest payroll in baseball. We're paying 2 guys $1 billion.
Right. Right.
We're paying Shohei Ohtani, and I can't say the other guy's name. He's a pitcher from, I'm pretty sure he's from South Korea. Or Korea. He's somewhere over there, right? Didn't play a lick of American baseball. Got recruited from his home country, got paid $555 million.
Crazy.
Yeah. Listen, I get it. I cried when the Seahawks won. Yeah, but when the Seahawks won, did you wait, Lizzie, did you cry when they lost the next year for not giving Beast Mode the ball? Because then they make it to 3 in a row. They beat the Broncos.
Demolished the Broncos. Like, bad. Terrible.
Lost to the Patriots next year. Malcolm Butler got that pick.
And then
they didn't make it again, I don't think.
Wait, what was the first Super Bowl? It was Denver, and they won. They yeah, so it was 2. It was 2 then, I believe.
It went back to back. They won one, lost one. Fucking Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll. What a guy.
But when they won, I cried hard. I'd been waiting my whole life, and my dad was in Seattle with me to watch the game. And to see Peyton Big Toe lose. Yo, listen, Peyton Manning had bro's forehead is fucking huge. Like, bro has the neck and the forehead of a fucking giraffe. Great football player.
Peyton Manning.
But damn. He looks like a big toe. Damn, was he?
Funny.
Man. That's fucked up.
That's
all right.
funny.
So favorite to win MVP, Bobby.
No biasness.
Oh
Still got Josh Allen as the front runner.
Oh my god. No, it's not. Bobby, can we have one segment where you don't mention Josh Allen?
Second would be Lamar Jackson.
You like Lamar. Okay. I see.
And you hear me talk, and I've been talking my shit about Lamar.
I think Derrick Henry is the difference maker.
I was just gonna say he finally has
a running back.
Like it fits. It fits exactly. He finally has
209 rushing yards.
Weapon.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So you're not gonna like this. My favorite to win the MVP right now is Sam Darnold. I think they keep winning. He keeps playing like that. I think he wins. But my realistic pick, who I think's gonna win, whatever, Bobby. I think Josh Allen ends up getting one. I think it's time for him to get one. I just think it's been a couple years in the making.
Mm-hmm. Instead of probably already at one, but
all right. So through the first couple of weeks, who's your defense player of the year?
A lot of respect for this guy. Love him. Think he's gonna be an absolute stud. As of right now, it's Aiden Hutchinson for me. On pace to have his best year. Already has 6.5 sacks this year.
Bro had 5
forced
sacks.
Fumble.
Didn't he have 4 sacks in one game?
Yep, against Tampa. He's looking really, really, really good. And he's kind of leading that Detroit defense. That's my front runner right now.
Okay. I like that. Okay. See, I gotta go with that boy from Pittsburgh.
Always has to be
TJ, bro. TJ
1-2 in contention.
Out of his mind.
Consistent. That's the definition of consistency there.
Yeah, I like that. I like him a lot, bro. TJ, I like TJ a lot. I like JJ too.
Right.
Derek's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ. Yeah, you got TJ, JJ, and then Derek.
Right. He couldn't have got a DJ. Now it's Derek.
Yeah, bro. Just Derek.
Derek. That's probably why he's not as good as the other two. It's fucking ass name.
Just Derek. So who's your pick for Rookie of the Year?
At the moment, I don't even think it should be an argument for anyone other than Malik Neighbors.
Really?
Yeah. I think Malik Neighbors is
Hold on, time out. Are you saying that because of Daniel Jones?
Partly because of Daniel Jones.
Because he's overcoming Daniel Jones?
But it's situational. Like a quarterback can always win the award. A quarterback is front runner every year for MVP. That's why they made offense player. Like quarterbacks are, most of these offensive awards are made for quarterbacks. So Jaden Daniels should be, you know what I mean? Like I could see Jaden Daniels, but what Malik Neighbors is doing right now is, I knew it was going to happen. I was huge. I could find it probably in one of my old streams. I said Malik Neighbors is probably going to be better than Maserati and has the potential to be like top 10 all time. I was that big on him, and I think he's kind of showing that.
I like Malik.
I think he's kind of showing
Dallas
that.
said, so just fuck Bo Nix. Yes.
Bo Nix is fucking.
Bro was, hold on. Let me get these stats correct because I'm telling you.
You predicted him going to Denver too. You called that one like a while back.
I did call that one.
You called that one.
Yo, I called a couple draft picks.
Yeah, facts. Keon
Or the
Coleman.
couple.
Yeah.
I love Keon. God, I love Keon so much, bro. I don't even know why I like him so much. I just do.
It's a good character. Good person.
Bo Nix was 12 for 25, 60 fucking yards. Shut up, Dollar. Shut up talking to me. Keon a bum, just a media face. That's crazy.
As
doing his thing.
the same person that just said, so just fuck Bo Nix. Says Keon's a bum. LOL.
Brother, hold on, time out.
Dollar, you sound like TikTok
Seahawk Bill
comments.
fan? bro's a Seahawk Bills fan. Bro doesn't know like Xavier Worthy was the better pick. Xavier Worthy got picked before Keon Coleman.
Yes. And Keon Coleman is going to be far better than Xavier Worthy.
And shut the fuck up, Dollar. How about that?
He's going to be far
Who's your
better.
favorite team, Dollar? Pick one. You wear a Bills jersey on Snapchat and you got a fucking Seahawks game in the background. Bro, you can't decide. You're from Buffalo. Like, you fucking real just over here, Dollar. You're from Buffalo. Seahawks fan, Bill supporter. What does that mean? That is not how that works.
He don't know.
It's not how that works. 4 quarters. Not how that fucking works. Yeah. Bills did trade the pick to him, which I told Bobby that night when we were playing Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that shit was stupid. Because I personally would have taken Xavier Worthy first. Personally.
For us, it made no sense. It didn't make any sense.
It didn't make sense for the Bills because Josh Allen's not throwing the ball 40 yards down the field.
Right.
That's not how it happened.
It didn't make sense for us.
Gotta support the home. You gotta support the home team. God damn, Dollar. You can't. 3 letters is too much for you, brother. Gotta support the home team. But when Bills versus Seahawks, my Seahawks gonna whoop their ass. I would actually put money on that the Bills beat the fuck out of the Seahawks.
Me and Dalit had this argument last time when he was saying Seattle was better, and I asked him to pull up the score from the last time we played because it was fucking terrible. It was an absolute blowout.
Hold on. Who did Seattle just lose to?
Who did they?
CT hates me. No, I don't. Seahawks having a solid year. They are. They're 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to the Lions. I don't care. But Geno Smith played like a second grader. I watched him throw 2 picks back to back. That I was like the last one in the end zone. Brother just was like, "Here you go." CT doesn't hate you.
Call me crazy. Seattle has the best receiving corp in the NFL. Not talking tight ends.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yeah.
DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett as your third.
Tyler Lockett, yeah.
Absolutely.
Bro, our defense couldn't stop shit. Geno was off. Yeah, I mean, your defense was also missing 4 starters. Depth-wise, yeah. You on paper, I think they have the best receiving core. But I think Kansas City still somehow has.
It's because you have the fucking greatest player to ever touch a football on your roster. As unfortunate it is, it is.
Because like Xavier Worthy does look like a first round pick. Bro does look like a first round pick.
I'm still not sold. I'm not sold. He works for Kansas City, but
he doesn't work anywhere else though.
Exactly. You can't block. There's not much you can do. You can't run short to medium routes. It's tough. It's tough. That's a player
actually
that
the Bucks might have the deepest wide receiver room.
That's another good point.
Mike Thomas. You got Mike Thomas and Chris Godwin.
Mike Evans is so underrated. So underrated.
That's why he needed Case. No, so the Bills didn't make sense though, because like they're trying to change it with James Cook. They're trying to run the ball more and not have to rely on Josh Allen throwing the ball 70 times.
And that's why we have Matt Collins on the field, because Matt Collins is one of the best blocking receivers there is.
How is Mike Evans underrated? Because he's the most slandered receiver who has never had under 1,000 yards in his career.
Ever in his career, and
fact check that if you want to, Dollar.
He get his respect, yes, but you would never hear anybody throw Mike Evans in their top 5, let alone like top 10, let alone top 5, and he probably should be.
I think
definition of consistency.
He is 5th for me, no doubt. Was he that a Seahawks emote?
That's kind of dope.
It's just kind of trash. It's like the Seahawks, buddy. I always throw in top 5. You have to. I mean, you can't name 5 receivers that are just outright.
That's
better
probably one of
than
the
like
rare smart sports things I've heard Dallas say.
Dalla doesn't.
Props to Dalla.
Dalla doesn't know much, but we gotta get Dalla to come on the pod.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Dalla he gotta come on and turn his camera on so I can see his stupid ass face when he be saying the shit he's saying. Bro said bro spelled LOL out. Get the fuck out of here, Dalla. Bro is just a weirdo, girl. Bro said LOL.
That's
like,
funny.
what the fuck are you on, Dalla? No, bro, Dalla, you gotta get on the pod. Come talk shit. Shut up. All right. So what's the Thursday night game?
Tampa and who does Tampa play?
Damn, Milwaukee beat the shit out of the Mets.
Tampa and Atlanta.
All right, so we're gonna pick the Thursday game.
Tampa Bay stays hot.
Tampa Bay need a bigger water jug.
That's
Stay hydrated, my friends. Yeah, I got Tampa winning.
Tampa stays.
I think Tampa wins. I think Tampa covers too. I think Tampa clears easy.
Yep.
Just because,
division game is.
Yeah. All right, now let's get to the best kind of football. College football, buddy. Hey, so I got a would you rather right here, buddy. You might have this, buddy. Listen.
No, so sorry chat. Sorry to spoil it. I read this would you rather already, and it's bro. I'm gonna be too biased.
No, you're not, because we already know who's number one. The obvious number one is number one. When people hear what I say, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, number one."
Okay.
So this is would you rather all-time college football player. So I'm gonna replace the last one with somebody else, because I looked at his it was that great.
And I actually like him a lot. I'm a Buckeye fan.
So player number 1, Reggie Bush. Player number 2, Vince Young. Player number 3, RG3. Player number 4, Tavon Austin. Or player number 5, Tim Tebow.
Ooh.
So this is 5-1.
Are we talking college only?
Yeah, college only.
College only. Okay.
My list is easy. If you need a second, I can tell you mine.
You go for it then. Go ahead.
All right, so 5 is Vince Young, because fuck Vince Young, fuck Texas.
Really?
Yeah, just because he beat us in the 2006 Rose Bowl.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, because I like highlights, and I don't think he was highlights.
Right.
Actually, I'm gonna put RG3 at 5. RG3, he's a Heisman. He won the Heisman. Yeah, RG3 at 5. Vince Young at 4. Tavon at 3. Tebow at 2. Reggie Bush at 1. And Reggie Bush is number 1 for Bobby too. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know.
Yeah,
so we're going 4-1 with Bobby. Not just so you guys are aware.
So
yeah, it's buns. College football is so much better than the NFL. You guys are. So
I love both. I just love them both.
I love football in general.
So call me crazy. Some people may not love this, and I don't think you're gonna agree with this at all. But I'm the opposite. I'm not a highlights guy. I'm a down in the trenches, watch full game of film guy. Number 5 for me is Tavon Austin. I don't care about your cool, electric fucking punt return highlights. I don't think you are a stud. Not better than any of these other to me.
No.
To me. So I have him 5. Number 4 would be RG3. 3, Vince Young. 2, Tebow. 1, Reggie Bush. Very biased on the Reggie Bush one. I do think, honestly, Tim Tebow could be ahead of Reggie Bush but I'm not going to put him ahead of Reggie Bush because Reggie Bush is
no.
But
Listen,
yeah,
no. As somebody who watched Reggie Bush jump from the 5-yard line to the end zone over somebody,
I wore number 5 my whole life for a reason.
I
played running back for a reason.
Bobby hates when I flex this, but
I know exactly what you're about to say. Yes.
I have signed Reggie Bush gloves. I have a signed Reggie Bush jersey. I have a signed Reggie. Don't worry, okay? It happens. We're here. What was the list for? It was all-time college players. All-time college players. I had Braxton Miller on the list. That was the other guy. That was the guy that I took off.
Braxton Miller, I liked a lot. Miller. I'm a Buckeye fan, so I loved him. I was him. Terrell Pryor, another one. Terrell Pryor was actually, we were talking NBA when we were doing this, but Terrell Pryor is a guy that I thought was going to be a star that wasn't. Fun fact, Terrell Pryor is the first player that I liked enough to start watching like high school film and shit. I watched him play the high school All-American game where they wore like the Navy Army uniforms and shit, and from there on out I was just like,
you have RG3.
I thought he was going to be him.
Cam's best quarterback all time in college?
No shot.
Hold on, wait.
No shot.
Hold on. What? No way you're real. No way you're serious. No,
that's craziness.
Oh, you're not being serious.
That's craziness.
No, you're not being serious. One season will make you the greatest ever.
Exactly.
You're not serious.
Especially when it wasn't even the greatest season ever. Like, it was not the best one season ever. Cam's
I think RG3's one season was statistically damn near identical. Cam just won a national championship.
I think it's Tim Tebow, and I don't even think it's a like close argument.
College quarterback ever, it's either Tim Tebow, Matt Leinart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Matt Leinart got 3 national championships.
Mm-hmm.
Every passing record you can think of. Cam did it for a year.
Fucking Joe Burrow's one season was better than Cam Newton's one season. Joe Burrow broke every senior year was insane.
Yeah,
was like
that's a cold take there. That's a cold take there, Mr. Connor.
That's a biased one there. That's a biased one.
Yeah, you have to be an Auburn fan.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen your name before, sir. And yeah, you got to be an Auburn fan. Have to be. Which is cool. Like, again, Matt Leinart, me throwing him all-time greatest is definitely a biased fucking USC opinion. But
also, that's not to discredit Cam, because Cam is one of the best college quarterbacks.
I would put him top 3.
But top 5.
You're a UCF fan.
Top 5.
Okay. Word.
I think Tebow clears. I think Burrow clears. I honestly think Vince Young clears.
Vince clears for sure. Fuck, Jamarcus Russell might clear in college.
Yeah. Pay him in at what, 90 touchdowns. It's tough. It's tough.
Eli Manning, like there's a lot of guys that just had statistically better careers. Again, if Cam would have done it for more than a year, I think it'd be a conversation.
Then it'd be a real super conversation.
He did win the Heisman. Then he did win a Natty. Like, so that's respect as fuck. Like, you did it. You did everything you set out to do, and you did it your way. I just don't think 1 year suffices past, like, again, like some of these guys we just named. Or Bleacher Report has him at 2, Mariota at 1. Get the fuck at where? What list is that? Where is that list at? I gotta find that list. Mariota at number 1
is crazy.
For what?
I have
so like, what is the context?
So I have Bleacher Report up right here.
What is the context?
I have Bleacher Report up right here, and is this? Yes, this is quarterbacks, and Bleacher Report has number 1 as Tim Tebow. I can show you guys here, actually, since I got the cool little feature here.
Oh, wait,
Bleacher Report.
I gotta watch it.
As we can see, BleacherReport.com. Is it up? You see it? Yeah, there we go. Has Tim Tebow at 1. Tommy Frazier here at 2.
That's not bad. Matt
Matt
Leinart 3.
Leinart 3. Vince Young 4. No idea who this is.
Not a fucking
Mariota
clue. Mariota
6.
5 or 6.
And then
Cam
Cam.
7.
Charlie Ward, which is an underrated one, but
What a
I
guy.
didn't get to see that.
Sammy Bowie. Kellen Moore. Wow. Kellen Moore is crazy.
Wow. So yeah, that's what Bleacher Report has for us.
Yeah. Let's see what this is. Power rankings of top 10 greatest college football quarterbacks of all time. All right. First of all, they have a picture of fucking Johnny Manziel. They have Vince Young at 25 on this list, Bobby.
So as I'm looking, if you look at the date, this is 2015. The list that I just read off was 2016. So that would be a more recent one.
So wait. I would put Jameis Winston top 10. Colt Brennan, he was good. Matt Leinart at 9 is disrespectful. Graham Harrell at 8 is insane. Kellen Moore at 7 is wild. Johnny Manziel at 6 is crazy. Bryce Petty, don't even know who the fuck that is. I do know who he is, but Sam Bradford, that's a good pick. I'm not mad at that. Tebow at 3, Cam at 2. Marcus, that's the one that gets me. The Marcus Mariota being at number 1. Because what is he number 1 for? I mean, only other guy since 2015 you would throw in is Burrow. You give me a second. I could probably name a couple more people. Baker, Kyler, Sam Darnold. I mean, what Sam Darnold did 2017 alone probably is statistically better than Cam Newton. And he won a Rose Bowl.
It's just the point that it's more recent. It's more recent. People can change their mind.
So recency bias, yes.
Things
like Cam has.
You know what I mean? Just kind of like I was talking about in the pod. Just literally just maybe 6-7 months ago, I had Tyrese Halliburton ranked above Jalen Brunson, and now it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's flipped.
Over time, things change.
No doubt. And again, like I just think unanimously putting Cam at number 1 is crazy. Fucking Marcus Mariota being number 1 is crazy. Kind of.
Right.
It's like longevity, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So, speaking of Reggie Bush, so former USC running back Reggie Bush has filed a lawsuit against the university, the Pac-12, and the NCAA, seeking compensation for his name, image, and likeness during his time with the program. So that is what USC was stripped of that Rose Bowl for, and what he was stripped of his Heisman for. So, do we think? So that leads me to this. Okay, so keep that in mind for a second with the Reggie Bush thing.
Mm-hmm.
So UNLV quarterback Matthew Sluka is out for the season. NIL dispute. So UNLV starting quarterback Matthew Sluka was reportedly verbally offered $100,000 by an assistant coach to transfer from Holy Cross, but UNLV showed no effort to finalize the contract. Sluka stepped down despite a 3-0 start after only receiving $3,000 for his relocation. His reps say he didn't ask for more than the original $100,000. A second UNLV player is sitting out midseason as well. Michael Allen, UNLV's 4th leading rusher, announced he will be sitting out the remainder of the season and entering the transfer portal as well. So to stay on top of that, USC's defensive lineman Bear Alexander plans to redshirt the remainder of the season and enter the transfer portal after getting benched for not playing well against Michigan. He got sat because he gave up fucking 1 million yards.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's 3 players thus far that have been officially announced that are sitting out due to either NIL or just because they didn't have a good start to the year. That's the fucking age we live in.
Yep. And that's their problem.
That's why there needs to be a CBA.
With the money, I can understand the argument. But to try and redshirt the rest of your year and transfer because you are not producing it isn't fair to the organization. It isn't fair to the game, and it's just bullshit. Simply put, it's just
So
bullshit.
Bear Alexander is going to be in his 8th program in 5 years. He's been in college for 3 years. He was at SC for 2, 1 in Georgia, and then he went to, I think, 6 high schools or 5 high schools, about to be at his 8th. So 8 schools in 5 years.
Craziness.
What does that show to the NFL?
Right.
You're not committed.
Right.
And so, like, the Matthew Sluka kid, he was good at Holy Cross and then was crushing at UNLV. So my thing is, so at what point do the representatives of these kids start getting made false promises? Which, like, $100,000 doesn't sound like a lot of NIL money with the shit you're hearing that is coming out. But a kid that went from Holy Cross to UNLV to get offered $100,000 by an assistant coach
is huge.
So who's running the NIL for these schools?
Right.
And why isn't this assistant coach being held responsible if he is indeed guilty of it?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I don't understand it really. I don't understand who's over this stuff. Like who is in charge? Because we got to figure that out. We got to figure out who's in charge. We have to figure out who's doing what.
Right.
Because right now it's just not making sense. And by the way, I just want to say, we haven't had an episode since the last time that we talked college football, and I called Buffalo beating Northern Illinois, and they sure as fuck hit a. I said they were going to win by a walk-off field goal, and they did indeed win by a walk-off field goal.
Sure did.
By the way, want to throw that out there. But we're going to go into the end of the college football segment. Bobby's debuting his first ever segment today. After we finish college football, we'll announce the name and everything once we get there. So we're gonna go. What's your favorite game of the week, Bobby? For the top 25.
See what we got here. See what we got here.
This is kind of a dry week. There's not many big games.
Right. I'm seeing that.
I think so. Since you're looking, I think UNLV Syracuse is gonna be the best game.
Right. Ole Miss, South Carolina could be interesting. South Carolina's not great, but they're also not terrible. That could be a fair game. I want to say Auburn and Georgia.
Ole Miss just lost to Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Which was a big upset.
So what's your upset of the week?
My upset of the week is going to be Baylor over Iowa State.
It's funny because I'm looking at the game below that. I think I'm going to take Cal over.
That's a good one.
I think Cal beats Miami.
And then
Connor says A&M beats Mizzou.
You know what's funny? I literally have my mouse over this one right now. Mizzou isn't looking like an elite.
They're 4-0 though.
Elite, right. But it doesn't look beautiful. So I'll have to see. A&M doesn't look terrible.
No, they don't.
That's actually
I like A&M.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. Good pick there, Connor. I like that one actually. I like that a lot. Damn, okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick the top 25 games. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to
Okay.
pick the top 25. So you got Michigan State traveling to Oregon.
Oregon smacks.
Oregon by 20. Oregon's favored by 23.5.
Yeah.
Is it in College Station? That's a great fucking place to play. Syracuse, UNLV.
Cuse doesn't look bad, to be honest, but
Nah, I like Q's. I like their coach. I like Fran Brown.
yeah,
Give
I still
me
like
Syracuse.
UNLV though. I still like UNLV over Cuse. You taking
Give
Cuse
me,
there?
yeah, give me the Q's. Give me the Q's.
They're not
Give
looking
me
bad.
fucking, give me what's his name? What's their quarterback name?
Something Mind, I want to say. I was just trying to think of his name. I think it's something with a K.
Kyle McCord.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Fucking,
give
it
me
looks
him.
good. Looks
Yeah,
good.
give me him. Yeah. You got UCLA at Penn State. Fuck UCLA. Penn State by 100.
Penn State smacks.
Yeah, Penn State by a million.
Penn State
We're gonna
smacks
go.
up.
We're going Connor's upset of the week here. Missouri at Texas A&M.
Let's ride with Connor. Let's go for fucking 2 upsets this week. Let's go Texas
You know
A&M,
what?
man.
I'm riding with
Let's
Connor.
go Texas A&M.
We're going Texas A&M here.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going Texas A&M here. At College Station, I think Luther Burden gets strapped. It's yeah.
Texas
In
A&M
Connor we
defense
trust.
isn't bad.
In Connor we trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, let's see if Connor's 1-0 in upsets of the week.
Right?
You got SMU traveling to Louisville.
Louisville smacks.
Hey, listen, hold on real quick.
Louisville
SMU's
smacks.
4-1.
Yeah.
They're 4-1. Don't sleep on SMU, bro.
And their offense isn't
That's an
bad.
ACC team.
Yeah, their offense isn't bad. Their offense is not bad. I like Louisville though. I don't know. They kind of
Fucking give me SMU.
who did they play last? They played Dame, right? They played Notre Dame and they looked like good against Notre Dame, which is a fair team.
Give me SMU.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
On the road.
That's big.
Yeah, give me them.
Going to Louisville and get a W. That's like
There's
I'm
got to
going
be
to
some
Louisville,
upsets,
though.
bro. There's
Right,
got to be
right.
some upsets. All right, you got Iowa traveling to the shoe.
Buckeyes by 70. Maybe not that much realistically, but
Would you trip if I said Iowa?
I don't even think it's gonna be somewhat of a close game.
No, it won't be. It won't be. It's gonna be a 50-point game, probably. I don't think Iowa can score on this. Yeah, it's gonna be. Auburn traveling to Georgia. I think Georgia beats the shit out of them.
Wish Auburn was better, but they get smoked.
Listen,
They get
Georgia's
smoked.
Georgia's
It's
about to
coming
take
for
all their
revenge.
frustration of
Out
last
on
week
Auburn.
out on
Yep.
them.
Yep.
SMU sneaky good, played good against BYU, who Loki. BYU is always underrated. I like BYU a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I almost wanted to go for SMU. Sorry to cut you off. SMU and Louisville for game of the week, because that's like Connor said and like you said, SMU looks good, but I don't think I also don't think Louisville is no push around.
I don't think they suck. I don't think they're slouches. Bro. So this could have been upset of the week for me, man. I think what was your upset of the week?
I took Baylor over Iowa State.
This was gonna be my upset of the week. Ole Miss traveling to South Carolina. I almost took South Carolina to win.
You heard me say that. I was debating that one. I was debating because South Carolina doesn't look terrible. It's not the year they expected to have, but they still are a tough team to beat. There's
no doubt.
And they're at home. It's
I'm gonna take the safe bet here, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Just because
I think it could be an upset, but right, exactly. And that's the thing. Jackson.
So you got 5-0 Indiana. What the fuck? Indiana's 5-0 for the first time in a long time. 5-0 Indiana traveling to 2-2 Northwestern. I think they beat them and they cover 14.
14 easily. Yeah.
We'll be close at half and Ole Miss blows away late. I don't think South Carolina can score with Ole Miss.
And that'll be the problem. Defensively, they're there. They're not gonna be able to score with Ole Miss. Their offense isn't gonna be able to put up the points.
Alabama traveling to Vanderbilt.
That's gonna be bad. That'll be bad. That'd be a bad game.
Jalen Milroe might not play in the second half. Clemson traveling to Florida State.
Florida State, right? Okay. Yeah.
Another 50.
Yeah,
DJU sucks. That kid stinks.
that's so bad. It's so bad.
So Utah State traveling to Boise State. Boise State's gonna beat the shit out of Utah State.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Their running back's fucking nice.
My front runner for Heisman still.
Yeah, yeah. Look, you got Tennessee traveling to Arkansas. That could also be an upset.
I think that'll be a closer game than a lot of people expect. I think Tennessee still wins. Tennessee's kind of been proving me wrong a lot this year. I think they still win, but I don't think
they cover. I think Tennessee wins. They don't cover.
What's the spread? What do you got? What we got?
13.
That's close. That's close.
I don't think Tennessee wins by 2 tuds.
That would probably be my prediction. Is 14. It's 2 tuds. 14 is 17. Like winning between 14 and 17 points.
So you want to hear something fucking crazy? So Michigan is traveling to Washington. Washington's favored by 2.5.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna take the over on that, and I'm gonna take Washington to beat Michigan.
I don't think so.
At home.
I don't see it happening. Even though Michigan's having their struggles, I think Michigan clears.
I think Washington beats them. USC at Minnesota. You already know where I'm going with this. Fight on. I think we covered the 8.
Yeah, easily.
Baylor, Iowa State.
That's my upset, even though Baylor's absolute dog. That's my upset of the week.
I got Iowa State.
Iowa State has to lose. This hot streak has to come to an end.
Then here's my upset of the week. I got Cal over Miami. Because it's at Cal. So it's at Cal Berkeley.
Mm-hmm. And Cam Ward looked rattled for the first time last week. That was the first time I've seen him looked like rattled.
He did look a little rattled.
Mm-hmm.
I like Cam Ward though.
Yeah, a lot.
You got one in that
one. I think Miami wins. I think he regains, has a really good game. Miami wins.
All right. So through the first 5 weeks, who's your favorite to win the national championship? Cal got 400 fans only. Brother, trust me, I'm from California. I watched Cal USC play at Cal Berkeley one time. It's trash.
As much as this kills me to say, it's number 1 ranked Bama. Bama looks really, really, really good. So
for the sake of, I don't want the same to win.
I'm a Buckeye fan, so
I think Tennessee wins the national championship.
Oh,
I like Nico, man.
Nico, I'm big on Nico. I'm really big on him
a lot. I think he is next level.
Arguably, outside of Georgia and maybe Ohio State, I think Bama has the better defense than Ohio State, but Ohio State's offense is a touch better. I think Bama is the most well-rounded on both sides of the ball.
Agreed. I would agree with that.
But to be fair, I don't think it's as clear-cut as it's been the past few years. Like, Georgia has been heavy favorite, and I don't think it's as clear-cut this year. I don't think there's, like, just one heavy favorite.
So who's your favorite to win the Heisman?
I still have Gentry. I still have them running back from Boise State.
I have a new one, bro.
I think it's dropped a bit, but I still like Gentry.
I think my number 1 is Jalen Milroe.
I can see it.
That Georgia game really put him.
Will hold a lot of weight. Yeah.
Put him in like another class for me.
Right. And I think that could be part of the reason that he will win over Gentry is the fact that he's at Alabama and he's playing SEC teams, and Gentry's at Boise State. Granted, he looks amazing, but competition difference is there. And Jalen Merrill, as you just said, looked like crazy against Bama.
Connor said right now it's Travis or Gentry. I don't think Travis wins because I don't think the team's gonna be good enough.
Exactly.
And Gentry, same thing. I don't think his team's gonna be good enough. They're not gonna give it to They're not gonna give it to a guy whose team's not in any kind of conversation for anything.
And he's in the Mountain West. Like, it's just
unfortunately, and that's the sad part of
it's
not
a lot
really
of its
the
popularity.
best player.
Right.
It's popularity. Yeah.
Right.
It's popularity, and it's who is seen. Nobody's watching Colorado games. Like nobody's like, yeah, man, did you see Colorado play UCF? Like Shador played great, Travis played great, but that wasn't prime time. Nobody cared.
Travis is playing a lot better than I anticipated this year. Like,
another thing I was right on.
He's here. He's here.
He's the best receiver and the best corner in college football.
I don't think he's the best receiver. Call me crazy, and this is not hate. Ryan Williams is fucking different, bro. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not giving it to a 17-year-old.
I don't know, bro.
I'm not giving it to a 17-year-old.
To be fair, Travis looks a lot better than Luther Burden and McMillan. So
I can't give it to the 17-year-old. I'm sorry. Because he hasn't done it. He's done it for 4 games.
That's fair. That's
Colorado
fair.
versus UCF was the 3rd most watched game of the year. This year, fun fact, is not the greatest for, like, the Georgia-Bama game wasn't that highly watched. It's fucking nuts.
Right. Which is
I don't even think it ranks top 4.
Crazy.
That's nuts. I remember when you said Luther Burden was going to be better than Travis Hunter.
I still think when it's all said and done, Luther Burden is better than Travis Hunter.
No way you believe that. Yes. You're not serious.
In the NFL, yes. All said and done,
no,
yes.
You're not. You're not serious.
Yes.
You're not. No. You're trolling. You're trying, like.
I'm serious.
You're button poking.
I'm serious.
Because Travis is going to play receiver in the NFL. He's not going to play corner.
Right. Which we talked about. I do think he plays receiver, and
I think he plays receiver. I don't think he plays corner.
I don't know.
He's better than Luther Burden playing both ways. Think about it. Think about him focusing on one way.
That's fair.
That's my thing. Is like he doesn't even give his all to offense. He cares more about defense. I think he's too small to play corner in the NFL. I think he's not too small, but I think he'll get fucking burnt. I don't think he's that fast. Like, what do you think he runs 40-wise?
Yeah. I think actually his combine will be like, a lot of teams won't care, but his combine will be the quote unquote like downfall. He won't have an elite combine.
Yeah, because I don't think he's gonna test what I think he's just a pure baller. He's just a ball player.
Right.
Like, he's just a ball player. Like, he's very skilled at the game of football. I don't think he has like overpowering attributes.
Exactly. A lot of his mental also. Bro has a really good football mind.
He does. He has a good mind in general.
My comparison, I said, I don't think he plays DB in the NFL, but if he goes and plays DB, he's a better Trayvon Diggs. He leads the league in interceptions, but he gives up most yards in the league type of thing.
You don't even want to hear my take on Trayvon Diggs.
I tell you, we are progressively watching him get worse and worse. So,
no, Buddy has never
been.
I take Jairus Alexander.
Oh yeah. I think Trayvon Diggs is really overrated.
I would take Patrick Surtain
very easily. Sauce Gardner.
I take Asante Samuel. I would
maybe
Asante
Samuel.
You would take Asante?
Maybe.
I like Asante.
I think he's a baller.
Like, I'd take JC Horn.
Very much. I like JC Horn.
I'd still take Stephon Gilmore, probably.
Arguably. Tariq Woolen.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, come, let's be real. I don't even think. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a crazy comparison.
It's my thoughts. For DB, if you
Trayvon
were to play
Diggs.
DB.
Trayvon Diggs is just
A wide receiver playing corner.
Bro gives up 15,000 yards a season.
Yeah.
He'll get you 30 picks.
But he's also giving up fucking record numbers.
Yeah, bro.
So,
bro, every wide receiver has had record games playing against Trayvon Diggs.
Right.
All right, bro. Brings us to Bobby's new segment.
Bobby's bold takes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we were trying to think of something BBL for BBL Bobby, but
I was trying so hard.
we couldn't get the word right. So BBT, Bobby's bold takes. He's gonna give you. I think you did 2 this week.
Yes, I got 2 bold takes for the week.
Well, he's gonna have 4 per week now, 2 per episode.
Right. So my first one, Bobby's bold take, is that Patrick Mahomes created Andy Reid's legacy. Without Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid finishes his career as a good to great coach, nowhere near the top like he is now.
So I disagree with that to an extent because of the fact that he had so much success in Philly.
But, and we've had this debate. Remember, we were talking
that Mike Tomlin debate.
That Mike Tomlin debate,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
How much is successful losing a credit, if that makes sense? Granted, he's been.
If you think about it, all coaches get credited for that, though. Like any coach that's not Bill Belichick or Bill Parcells or those guys, how many coaches are credited for winning Super Bowls? They're only credited for, he made it to 7 NFC championship games, but he made it to 3 Super Bowls. So he lost 4 NFC champions. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the thing about it. Is like coaching is so subjective.
Right.
Because you could also flip around and say, no Andy Reid, probably no Patrick Mahomes. Let's say he went to Jacksonville instead. Patrick Mahomes is not who he is right now without Andy Reid.
I agree to an extent.
I think it's an equal again, it's the same thing. I think it's an equal argument both ways. I think they needed each other, perfect timing, perfect place, and now they're just wrecking the fucking world. That's a good one though. I like that. That's a good talk. That's a good topic. That's a good argument. Because you never how do you really fuck, dude? How do you really weigh that in?
Right.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good first one. I like that shit a lot. That's a good first one.
And for the second one, I'm ready for opinions on this. I think Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown was the best 1-2 punch that's not a quarterback of the 20th century.
All right. So I've read these, obviously. So I've had time to think about it. I've thought about a few. Okay.
I have my very close second, who I do think could be first also.
So I think if you're talking running back receiver or just in general?
In general, non-quarterback. Because you go quarterback, that's too simple. You got Brady, Gronk, Mahomes, Kelsey.
You got Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, I think was for Patrick Mahomes was one of the ones that you could be like, he could throw for 150 yards to either one of them or both of them.
Right.
So I think they're super in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I think. No, I think you're right. Honestly, I agreed with that when I read it. I thought that was a great take. I thought that was a great.
You know what's even crazier about it? Well, at least in my personal opinion, my number 2, which was so close to overtake these two and probably could, is a pair of defensive players. It's Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
I like that.
Would be my second, non-quarterback best 1-2 punch. Even though it's on defense, you have arguably the best middle linebacker of all time and arguably the best safety of all time. So, yeah, that was my very close to.
You gotta put some fucking respect on Troy Polamalu's name.
I'm a fan of Polamalu, but I've had this argument on Twitter. I think the difference between Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu is a lot bigger than people think.
Yeah, Troy Polamalu is a lot better than
No, come on. That's the USC bias.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not. It's not USC bias, bro. Just think about it.
Tackles for loss, Palomalu had a bit more in sacks, but the interception numbers were like a giant gap, is what it was for me.
Different style of safeties.
Right, right.
Ed Reed's a cover safety. Troy Polamalu took years off your life.
He's a box safety, yeah.
Yeah, he wants. You ever heard that the story Pat McAfee told about? He said they had 100% or fake field goal.
Oh, yep.
We were
I
on
know
a
exactly
7-yard line. He said, and the 9 years Troy Polamalu had been in the league, he said he knew by the fucking cadence that this guy called. That he just knew. Wobbled his little ass over into the C gap, and they kicked the field goal. That's a good conversation.
Right.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good. Yeah, because I like Troy a lot.
He's my easy number 2. I just think. I think it's preference. I think it's that's one of those preference things. I think it's one of those preference things.
Boy, best safety you ever seen, boy. Damn. All right, little BBL. I mean BBT. Little BBL Bobby. Damn, let's get it. All right. Yeah. What a fucking way to start. What a way to start BBT.
Yeah, I was happy to get those out.
That was a good one. All right, so we're gonna finish the day. I don't know why I put mine last. I'm an asshole. Fuck myself. So
these are always good though.
Crazy stats of the day.
This is such a good segment right here.
So number 1, former NFL linebacker Mike Vrabel had 12 career receptions, including playoffs. All 12 were touchdowns.
That's actually nuts. 12 receptions, 12 touchdowns. Wow.
100%er.
Wow. That's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Right? Crazy stat. In 2002, Sean Alexander scored 18 touchdowns. He scored 28% of them in the first half of one game against Minnesota.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Bro had 9 touchdowns in that game.
God damn. Where was I at? Where was I? That's crazy.
Crazy stat number 4 of the day, or 3 of the day. Exactly 50% of Roger Federer's name is ER.
Roger Federer. That's hilarious.
When you think about it,
I just spelled it out. That's hilarious.
This was a shout for Bobby. Here. Final crazy stat of the day. The Bills haven't lost by more than 6 points in 42 straight games.
Well, good. That streak's over.
Yeah.
That streak's gone.
It's over now. That stat was written last week. Fuck.
And that's what
I got another one. Hold on. I got another one for you. Give me a second.
That's what I mean.
Since that one's
we won't get rid of McDermott because we lose in a winning fashion. It's craziness.
I got a couple. Hold on. All right. Bonus crazy stat. Patrick Surtain's last career touchdown was a pick 6 in Denver. Patrick Surtain Jr.'s first career touchdown was a pick 6 in Denver.
Oh, that's dope as shit. Whoa.
Boom.
That's dope.
We'll go ahead and since the Bills want to fucking lose by more than 6.
And fuck up the fucking crazy
fuck up the stats, bro. Damn, bro. Maybe had to go fucking G-check real quick.
Coaching, calling a fucking trick play when you're fucking finally building momentum. What are we doing?
I had to Omaha. I had to fucking Peyton Manning right there.
Right?
Fucking Omaha.
We're called a quick kill.
Fucking another 2.5 hours.
Yes, sir.
Fucking fun. Felt like we could do it forever.
Literally.
But yeah. So this we have to figure out our Wednesday schedules. I know Bobby's gonna download the video, edit it, schedule it for tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll have a short posted and a TikTok posted in the next day or two. And then as soon as Bobby posts the YouTube video, no longer than 10 minutes later, I will have the Spotify podcast up. So you can catch us on. This is the way to end. You can catch us on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you can get podcasts.
I'll make sure I have all those links in the description on the YouTube video.
Yes. I will also make sure that is in the shorts and all of that, in our bios and everything. You can catch us all, the Full Season Podcast, on all platforms, the Full Season Pod on Twitter. You can catch Bobby, Backwood Bob, on all platforms as well. Catch me, CT Gaming with 3Gs, on all platforms.
Yes, sir.
That is where you can catch most of the bullshit we do. We do a lot of bullshittery. You can catch a lot of that. Hear a lot of stuff that's not sports related, but is sports related because that's all we talk about either way. Yeah. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. On
Means
all
the
of
world. It's free.
Yeah.
Does so much for us. Appreciate all of you.
Likes, comments, subscribes, follows, anything like that. It's all free support. We appreciate it greatly. Share it to your friends. Tell your friends to tell a friend, to tell another friend, to tell their moms, dads, brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, dad. And I think,
And as you guys heard in the video, talked about Connor a little bit. A couple comments he
shout
had.
out Connor.
Big shout out to Connor. If you
Shout
want to
out
get
Connor.
if you want to
Shout
get
out Connor
involved,
Heat.
give some opinions, give some thoughts, just like Connor did. Make sure you come by the live stream. Full Season Podcast again. So, yeah.
Exactly. You catch us on Twitch and Kick.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday, 8 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9:30 p.m. You'll catch all of our videos the following day. We will have them scheduled for Sunday mornings and Thursday mornings. Shorts to follow the day after. So you'll never miss Bobby and I's beautiful faces.
Content.
We'll keep you guys fed.
See us all.
If you guys want to listen to us while you're at work, listen to us while you're on the lawnmower, drinking a brewski, whatever you want to do. If you want to listen to us while you're taking a shit,
whatever works, Yeah,
if you want to listen to us while you're... Never mind. Anyways, if you want us to serenade you during, what I mean? Anyways, yeah, but we appreciate it. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support coming. It's been fun. We're young in the podcast game. We're young in the live streaming game. I don't think I've ever seen a podcast do what we do. Personally, I can't say I've ever seen a live podcast on either platform. So personally, I think we're doing something that could potentially change the podcast world. But that's just me. That's just what I think. But I always think the biggest and the baddest of myself and the things that me and my boys create. And I think we're creating a very just authentically, genuinely us feel podcast.
The limit is endless.
Right. Exactly. It's not about the opportunity. You got the opportunity of a lifetime. It's the lifetime of the opportunity in front of you.
Perfectly said.
Window ain't getting any bigger.
Exactly.
So it's our time to take over. Our turn. We want it. We got next. Bobby, if you don't have anything else to say, I'm gonna let these lovely people go to sleep.
I agree. Probably been talking to them long enough.
Yeah, it's almost midnight. It's 11:15. Again, like, comment, subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast. Full Season Podcast, Full Season Pod on Twitter. If you need anything, you can find us there. Everything will be linked in the description below. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. And until next time, until Sunday morning. Fuck.
Sunday this week.
Sunday morning. Sunday, 9 a.m. We will see you Sunday, 9 a.m. Till then, remember to be you would be great. Peace.